Alright. Last time we left off with you hiding behind an old dilapidated shed. The cops went, like, one cop searched for you with a shotgun, and one of you rolled a good stealth check. I don't remember who, actually.
I think it may have been me.
I think it was, because I see like 3 successes from you there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds alright.
So let's assume it
And
was
I
Mitch.
kind of remember, like, completely abandoning the party and just hiding.
No. Everyone hid. Everyone was hiding in, like...
I
Yeah.
remember that you went back to see if your car was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that car.
So, yeah, the car seems all right now. You all hid. The cops decided to, there's no one in the shed, fuck it, and went back towards the street. And that's when we stopped because Mitch had to leave. So we come in at that exact point of time. The 2 cops, one with a shotgun, one seemingly unarmed, but, well, maybe not tested out. Who knows? Especially considering that Jesse's apparently kind of brownish. Don't want to risk that. Don't want to risk that.
God damn you.
Oh shit, it's the cops hiding the body.
So, yeah, the cops went away from the shed, didn't find the car, didn't find you, not for lack of trying. And since Coops is here today, her character will become less bird-brained.
You mean
Functions?
No,
actual?
okay. We retconned last week. We retconned last week a bit. Since Connor hit Jesse with a fucking longboard over the head, Jesse had a bit of a mild concussion going on. That's why he just went ahead with what was your character?
Everything.
Chicken. Name of your character?
Shanty.
Shanty.
Yeah, sorry, it's not in the thing, so it's...
Sorry.
No, it's... I just have to get used to it. So, Jesse just went ahead with what Shanty did because they know each other. They're friends. Acquaintances, at least.
Neighbors.
Yeah. So, Jesse, too, hid in the fields next to Shanty, who kind of, I guess, dragged him along. But now,
Definitely.
Jesse kind of slowly comes back into reality and realizes, oh fuck, someone hit me with something, and now I'm in a field. The hell happened?
Oh shit, it's the cops. Oh shit, they've got a gun.
I don't know. I actually don't think... Actually, Coops, roll me perception alertness. Let's see if you actually notice the cops.
Perk alert. Perk alert.
Yeah, and watch you completely fail.
Perk alert.
R/ perk alert. Perk alert. 3.
Oh god, my allergies is becoming a problem now. This is true agony.
Same here, man.
You can just...
Fuck.
Almost.
It happens. Slash R.
You can also just roll directly from your sheet.
Also, it's not D6, it's D10s.
God damn it. I hate.
It's all D10s in the system.
Look, Coops, it's okay. You can roll directly from your sheet.
That's true.
I don't know
Yeah,
how.
because Roll20 is
Just go
fancy as fuck.
Just go into your sheet, click on the character sheet tab. Go to the very, almost the very bottom of it, like the very bottom of all your stats, right before description mortal starts.
It says dice
You've
pools
got,
on top.
Yep, and then you can put in attribute and ability, just perception and alertness. And then you can roll.
Alright. Perception and alertness.
Yeah, just click the button and it does it for you. It's great.
Yep.
So pool mod is just 6?
I think so. Let's see.
No,
Perception
that's
is 3.
0.
No,
Alright,
perception
0.
is 3 and alertness is also 3. So yeah, 60-10.
No, the mod is like, oh, I get an extra one because of this merit or
Okay.
whatever.
God
So
It's
no
okay.
mod.
Yeah, just
Yeah, that's what I was saying, 0 mod.
What's the difficulty?
That's a good question. How?
Oh my god, average is like 6.
Average is 6.
All
Yeah.
right.
Do you think do you want to go with 6, or are you a bit weirded out?
Dazed.
You're a bit dazed.
Probably a bit dazed, if we're gonna be honest.
So how about 7?
Yeah, 7. Let's say 7.
If she's taken enough
Fine.
damage to give her dice pool penalties, that's actually how that'd be represented.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. She did it. 2 9s.
Fair. All right. Anyways,
You
just for the future.
totally noticed the cops. You especially noticed that one of them has a shotgun. You vaguely know how you got where you are, but it's still weird. You also remember that one of the people there hit you in the head with a skateboard for some reason.
There was lots of yelling.
There was a lot of
lots
yelling.
Of questions.
Yeah.
Are we dead?
There were loud noises, and people dragged you along, and you just, things happened.
Deja vu playing in the background.
yeah, that also happened.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well, must be a Tuesday.
So you're in you are in a cornfield or wheat field, whatever. Some sort of field.
Wheat. Delicious.
You're in a field. You are next to your friend Shanty.
Yep.
That little meth kid you know from, well, your neighborhood, because you don't visit the same school.
Jesse blinks as he seems to come back into the realm of like, oh my god, I'm a person. And reaches up a hand and holds on to Shanty's arm, leans in and whispers, "What the fuck?"
Also, since we never really established how your character looks, why don't you give us a bit of a description here?
Jesse is like a scrappy little trash fire of a boy. He's got bruises and bandages kind of spattered all about him. It's obvious that he had darker hair before, but he tried to dye it with box dye, so his hair turned from like a blackish brown to copper. It wasn't a desired effect, but he didn't want to get another box, so he just rolls with it. But
wow.
He's got this oversized leather jacket on, and it's just spattered with patches. In the back, in lettering, it says, has the word critter across the top of his back. And he has like a little tank top on underneath it with like a faded spade in a cage design.
And your face half?
My face half. Just this scrappy little shit of a bird boy, really. Like pigeon eyes and kind of almost feathery looking hair. His arms kind of seem to, he's got like little bird feety hands, but instead of like 4 or 3 toes, it's just 5 fingers that look like bird feeties. He's got this like raggedy, just kind of raggedy jacket on. It's also way too big for him. And his legs are bird feet, and he's got a pigeon tail.
Yeah. Good. I like that your human half is way more punk than Billy. Way more.
I'm not supposed to be punk.
Boot knife.
You told me you were kind of a punk.
Boot knife.
At least that's what I wrote down.
I said I was a skater punk.
That's fair.
He was a skater punk. We said, "See you later, punk."
Also, Coop's sheet and equipment has in all caps boot knife, which I think is great.
Boot knife.
Boot knife.
Murder people with your boots.
Go all bayonetta on them.
No,
What
I
if
asked
I
about
kick
that.
you, but also stab?
No, it's a knife inside his boot. It's not a boot that's also a knife. I clarified that. I asked about that.
That's gotta be uncomfortable.
I figured, but I wanted it to be more interesting.
Me too.
Hand-me-down boots that got like there's a knife that's strapped on the inside.
So anyway,
Nice.
Like fucking Jack Burton.
So anyway,
from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes, big fan of that movie, Jesse. Yeah, big fan of that movie. I mean, it came out 1980 something, so you know that movie. Anyway, Shanty, your friend is in the land of the living and conscious again.
Welcome back. I do gotta say, do keep quiet. The first is on us again.
That's why I'm whispering. What the fuck?
Well, shoot, I don't know. I mean, one moment one of my new friends is just hitting you in the head with a skateboard, and the next we're on the run from the cops. Skateboard.
You know, really, this is the worst possible way this day could have started. We're gonna be honest here. That's just, it's impossible. I was trying to do my thing, and then all of a sudden, I'm being chased out by an employee, and now I got hit in the head with a longboard or skateboard. I can't remember, but geez, you gotta go with this and that, and
don't forget.
Oh shit! You was working on your Moser deck.
Yeah. Coops, don't forget to exaggerate and lie a bit.
Yeah.
Like you were clearly chased by 5 or 6 employees there. Armed knives.
I was in the middle of my most grandest piece yet. All of a sudden, this tall, buff man hit me upside the head with a bat while I was trying to get away from this brute of an employee.
Yep.
Shoot, that ain't gonna work on me right now. I saw that big, tall, muscly man with the bat.
Oh, this is gonna be real stupid.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be so stupid.
Saw a big muscle man, then I heard zip.
Anyway, so we's hiding now.
Are they leaving?
I don't know. They've been circling around that barn for ages. I hope they don't find out where we stashed the car.
Apart from Kevin can see the cops leave the shed the way they came in, big door. Totally ignoring the hidden car because they thought it was a piece of rusted like farm equipment or something. They didn't even give it a second glance.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That was the plan, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's be happy about it. It's not like they can. It's not like they can see the Fey part of it anyway. So it is just a rusted piece of junk.
It is.
Yeah. Anyway, so Kevin can see them leave. The rest of you cannot because you're further away.
Metal.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I continue to stay hidden from the cops. Mom would be so angry if I got shot.
Mom would be so upset.
I'll also wait a minute.
I'll continue to stay hidden because, getting shot by the cops, that ain't a good time.
Basically,
I mean, my cousin Jerry was doing that just about 3 weeks ago, and man, oh man, he would not stop wailing about that hole in his butt.
Oh, so he's got 2 assholes now.
Yeah, that's the shed.
Well, some of my family argue that he's got 3 because he was one, but
Nice.
Let me just get rid of that background picture real quick.
The amazing triple anus man.
Oh yeah. We call him Triple A because he's got 3 assholes.
Shanty, if you make me laugh right now, I swear to Christ.
I'm sorry. These are the things that I cannot help.
So terrible. Let's get rid of that for a moment.
Oh, a chunky little man.
Shoo, you found a cat.
So anyway, let me just for purposes of explaining what everyone is. This round thing on top is the lake I talked about. And the rectangles are the little house, the shed. The field is on the, like, all around here, basically. Mitch would be about here, and the rest of you would be about here-ish. So quite a bit away. And the cops came in towards this side and left the same way.
Right.
Also, I wanted to break their defense by going over here. Then you attack here, and you get in the goal.
God.
But what about the hot gates? We can stall them there forever.
Jesse will put a hand up and rub at the bridge of his nose before looking at Shanty. And, why the hell are we here?
Well, you was passed out, and then we figured that we'd take you to the hospital. Well, I said I was gonna take you to the hospital, but didn't really want to take you to the hospital because who knows who's got the money for the hospital anyway. So I said very loudly, I was taking you to the hospital, and then I just carried you out in the car, just wanting to get y'all away from that mall cop that was chasing you.
Great lying. Great job. I'm so proud.
I'm taking lessons. No, even better, your lessons are really paying off.
They better.
Wow.
Let's remember that Shanty has a single dot in intelligence. All right.
Yep.
Let's appreciate that fact for a bit.
Yep. I love my little dumb man.
Understandable.
All right.
He's a little confused, but his heart is in the right place.
Yes. That's Shanty.
Anyway, Mitch, you are closest to actually being able to see what's going on. So.
I think I'm going to, would I be able to, creep up a bit closer while still staying kind of hidden?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
You can use the the barn as cover easily.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Like you would be able to see the street and all. It's not a problem.
Yep. I'm guessing I should go ahead and roll dexterity stealth.
Yeah. And it's like God, only a 4.
All right, let's start a shootout with the cops.
Like super. Please don't. You don't have any weapons.
Yeah, cop shootout.
Anyway, watch me completely fail this.
I have one weapon.
Wow. Just Kevin.
I got one weapon, and it's my sharp wits.
Kevin just merges into the old wood of the barn, invisible to the naked eye.
Look, if you fey out, if you do the whole fucking fey thing, then you can like fucking do your weird goat kick and shit.
What?
Like if you do the whole if you fucking fey out and like do the whole call up on the weird, you can soak fucking bullets.
Yeah, but.
Oh yeah, I was assuming.
Why risk it though? It'd be such a bad idea. What a terrible idea that would be though.
Because blue lives don't matter.
You know what I wanted?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey. Johnny is kind of blue as a troll. Well, steel.
Johnny's super blue as a fucking troll. What are you talking about?
Anyway, so Mitch, yeah, easy. Yeah, you just merge with the fucking shadows, and you're invisible in bright daylight. Whatever.
He's one with the shadow realm.
He's just one with the shadow. He does the Assassin's Creed thing.
I've been sent to the shadow realm.
He does the Assassin's Creed thing where he sits down and becomes invisible to everyone around.
Perfect.
Yep. Just whoosh, merges into the crowd. No, you can see I assume you look towards the street, towards the cops.
Well, yeah.
Okay. You can see them slowly leaving towards their car, which is parked at the side of the road near the little entrance there. The entrance.
Quick,
Really?
stealth kill them.
They're still they're still bickering with each other, but you can't really make out words.
I'm just gonna let them leave, because that is the, safe and smart thing to do.
As they approach their car, one of them stashes the shotgun in there, and they talk a bit more and then go towards the lake and the shrubberies around there, because might as well check that place out too while they're here, I guess.
If I were a tardigrade.
So basically,
Yeah, oh my
you
God.
are right now. You can safely emerge. They will not notice you in any way. They're too far away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the rest of the group then.
Kissing in the wheat field, looking out the window.
Gonna get shot by the cops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get shot, doodly doo.
Gonna get shot, doodly doo.
Do.
Cop's gonna plant a gun on me, doodly doo.
Sprinkle some crack on the body.
He's gonna get away with it with just vacation time. Doodly doo.
Man, that just got real fucking opinionated.
Real quick.
There, the green stuff is all like overgrown.
There's a
bullshit,
difference between
hedges
facts and
stuff.
opinions.
There is?
I mean, obviously there isn't.
Okay, so you all convene again next to each other, like next to the barn or
Reconvene.
something. Reconvene, sorry. Next to the barn or something. And you actually have time to talk things out a bit now. Like, what is your plan? You already like run from the cops. No reason really.
Alright, I'm
Alright,
back.
so we've all
Alright,
gathered
go.
up by the barn.
Well, I
Jesse.
nearly fucking pissed myself right there.
Glad I wore the brown pants today, bro.
I wore the yellow
Ooh.
ones. I thought I had.
That's more excitement than I ever thought I'd had today.
Shanty, real quick. Who hit me in the head again?
Oh, it was that guy right there.
Hey, little brah, I'm sorry.
Just
It was
he
a
doesn't-
fucking
he didn't
accident,
say
we
anything.
swear.
Also,
It
It
was
was
like-
totally an accident, little
I
brah.
should also say
Like-
that Jesse, Jesse, while not actually hurt like in a game style, has a proper shiner now.
Jesse, who has already had enough bruises to begin with,
Yeah, you
just
walked
looks
you
at
walked
Billy.
against- you walked against the doorknob. It happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Mom always said.
Happens all the time.
That became sadder than I ever wanted it to be.
That's what Mom told me to say. Ay. And he will give Billy this look of like just bitter betrayal of why. But he won't say anything. But then he'll swallow and he'll look at everyone else. Goes, so we are being chased by the police department, right?
Something
Looks
to that
like it.
effect, yeah.
More or less.
So the fact that we are hiding in the shadows from the police department might be either a good idea or a bad idea. What's the census?
Once we get our asses out of the state, they probably won't do much, or they probably won't do shit.
We're leaving the state. I have
Yeah.
a plan.
Yeah, fuck this place, let's go.
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police!
Wow, this motherfucker.
I love.
I have
Oh,
a brilliant plan.
Oh boy, boy, y'all gotta strap in for this one. Jesse's plan's always the best.
Kevin does not give a shit. Not a single one. Love it.
Well, I guess I could use something for summer.
All right. So
There's
it's
a pretty
gonna.
sick half pipe stout, and fuck, we're in North Dakota, South Dakota.
One of them.
You're in South Dakota.
And
We're in Dakota. Area code Dakota.
North Dakota, South Dakota?
In fact,
Yes.
I actually looked at a map of South Dakota and found like a nice place in the middle of fucking nowhere where you are.
So literally anywhere in South Dakota.
Yes, exactly. No, but okay. I actually looked it up. The biggest town in South Dakota is called Sioux Falls. And it has like
Oh,
160,000 people in it. I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's depressing. It looks so awful. Like seriously.
yeah, South Dakota.
So if
Yeah, no, really quick. Sioux Falls, the biggest, I don't want to call it city. The biggest place in South Dakota is like 5 hours away by car. So you're in the middle of like fuck all USA.
Hey!
we already knew that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Fuck all USA. Adjacent cousin fuck.
All right. So we're
yeah,
gonna
bro.
skip state. I have the best plan.
Yeah, bro.
I got
If
it.
my
What's your plan?
memories from the car that I was shoved into earlier means anything, then, then we might want something else to ride in. I have a camper that is really cool that we could probably take along.
Bruh.
What the
That'd be
fuck did you say
awesome.
about my car?
Well, it's
As
not that
far
the
as I
car.
remember, there was a hole the size of a grapefruit in the back.
Well, sure, the car might be having a hole in the back and might be missing one door and might not be able to brake proper, but you know. Anyway, I think it's a good idea.
I can
We all
keep
gotta-
it running.
I
That's
mean,
why it's still a
fucking shit
car.
talk my damn car.
Fine.
I ain't said a single bad word about your car. Your car is awesome.
Awesome.
However, comma, we still do gotta have a place that we all can actually fit in. Jesse's got a good idea here.
Johnny will also pipe up here and say, "It would be nice to have a roof over our head." And
Would
he
be
goes
nice to
quiet
have a
again.
what?
Jesse
Nice.
snaps 2 fingers and then finger guns.
It would be nice to have a roof over our heads. And then he goes
Right.
quiet again.
That too. I mean, I know I got cousins in every single county in the USA, but not all of them actually got room for like a lot of teenagers just coming around.
Not all of them have roofs. Some of them live in a cave.
Exactly.
One lives in a tree.
You know how
He's
it
weird.
is.
He's a weird one.
There's, if my memory serves correctly, there's a little bit of water and maybe some chili and fruit cans inside too. And a
Oh boy,
player
chili
bench.
and fruit cans.
Chili and fruit cans.
Chili and fruit cans. They are
In
both
the
in the
same-
same can.
Shit's
same can.
real
Yeah.
fancy.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Homemade.
What do you
Y'all,
expect?
I can make the best chili with just that. I mean, you got your regular chili ingredients, and then you just put a little bit of canned peach in. It is so good.
Shanty, we love you. Maybe
Aw.
more than a friend, but
I love
never
you
say
too,
that
bruh.
again.
Well,
Shoot! Don't shoot it down before you try it. The sweetness really adds a little bit to all the tangy spices, you know.
I
Bruh.
guess
Bruh.
we know how Jesse keeps up his not Jesse, how Shanty keeps up his healthy body and his clean body image. Just
Absolutely.
Bruh.
eating
I've
chili
done
with
some-
red fruit.
So,
Okay.
little bro, I've done some really stupid things. Like, it comes with the territory, points to the ears. But, you know, that just sounds dumb.
It ain't. Plus, my mom makes it.
You know, that explains a lot.
Oh my god.
It really fucking does.
Well, to be fair, she's more like my grandma, but you know.
We aren't gonna stand here and like discuss
Man, that
Shanty's
explains
family.
so much. Okay. Anyways, we need to get going, bro.
We aren't gonna sit here and talk about Shanty's family poll, are we?
And here I thought you were just fucking and here I thought you were fucking dropped on your head as a kid. But no, you were fucking dribbled.
Clearly.
Oh, come on,
okay.
just because
Like,
my brother
what
had
the
aspirations
fuck?
of becoming a basketball star.
Mitch. Clearly thrown.
Slam dunk.
Jesse will reach out and gently pat
Can I just
Shanty. Thank you for dragging me along like a carcass.
I just wanna
Oh, you're
I just
welcome.
wanna say,
I know how much you enjoy that.
guys, I
I
just wanna
do
say
know.
we're like barely 1.5 sessions in. This group is full of fucking idiots. I love it.
I love it.
We're so
teenagers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
stupid ones at that. It's
What
amazing.
part of that didn't you understand?
Anyway,
Well, what's the fun in being a not stupid teenager? This is
Anyway.
our birthright.
what is your plan right now? Because obviously the cops are still there. If you just gun it out there, they will notice. How
So,
stealthy,
like,
how quiet can your car be, Mitch?
What are mufflers? I certainly don't have any.
So, yeah. I should also notice there's nothing around you. It's just fields, and if you make a loud enough sound, it will carry. Just as a warning.
Alright.
Shoot.
Jesse will look towards the little farm building and try to see if there are is there like an attic with like a window in it, like most old creepy farm buildings.
Oh yeah. It's the quintessential like super creepy 1930s built farm building.
Alright,
Hey, I
Jesse.
take offense to that. I was
Like,
raised
it's
in a
the-
creepy farm building.
It's the kind of farm building that was clearly erected right after the Dust Bowl was a thing,
Alright.
and it was never
Jesse.
really renovated.
Jesse will stand up straighter, roll his neck, and look at the farm building for a minute. And look at everybody else. Then shove his hands into his pockets with the confidence of a kid he should not have, or really the white person in the horror movie. How about we go in that freak-ass farm building
I'm done
and
for
try to
that.
spy on the cops from the window?
You
Like
can totally
What?
hide from the cops. Yeah, man, it'd be like that movie.
Oh, the one where all the teenagers died in the end? Yeah!
Yeah, man, that was the best.
Oh
my
man,
favorite
that was
slasher
a good
fic.
fucking movie.
My sister won't let me watch that one since I was too young.
So your plan to escape the cops is to, hey, let's do the Bolivian army ending.
Pretty much. Dude, let's go meet Freddy Krueger. That'd be fucking rad.
The man of my nightmares.
What a terrible idea.
Jesse
Well,
made
we
it
are
up. What do you expect?
teenagers.
So
Fucking rad.
Jesse takes out like he takes out a cigarette from his little box of cigarettes and a little Zippo light and lights a cigarette and starts to just fucking walk towards the farm building.
How
Like-
old are you?
14.
Oh,
Right.
enough.
Same
Where did I
same
get the
age as
cigarettes?
Johnny.
Where did I get the cigarettes? Don't ask.
Who the fuck
Nobody
knows?
knows. It's
Probably-
one of the mysteries that is Jersey.
You most likely stole them.
Traded them for a baggie of crack and a blowjob.
Yeah.
Me steal? The very thought. I mean, look at me. Do I really want to live into that stereotype?
Just
Probably.
Shanty,
We,
Shanty
be-
raises a finger.
Really, that
little
would
bro,
be-
we literally met you while you were stealing from a store.
That would be
I
the biggest
stole
lie.
nothing in
Yeah.
my life. I was in my magnum opus in the bathroom.
Biggest
Oh
lie
yeah,
of
he
all
was
there.
he was like working on his dick mosaic. His mosaic.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is like
It was absolutely gorgeous, and that damn employee had to come in with his stupid name tag. It ruined. He ruined it. He absolutely wrecked it. He said he was gonna call the cops. The whole department. So I ran. Like any self-respecting teenager who did nothing wrong. And
Yeah.
artistic expression.
Besides that mall cop was totally out of order and everything. Jesse's talented enough to go to that big fancy place, the Lover.
Can we just go inside the house now and get murdered by Jason Voorhees?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking
I
plan.
mean, there
Let's
is a
do
lake.
this shit.
There is a shitty lake
Jesse, like,
nearby.
draws that
Exactly.
expression well Shanty speaks, and then turns around still smoking a cigarette and just continues to trot towards the boat.
Actually, wait. I wanna clarify something. Do you actually smoke? Like, are you actually able to properly smoke, or are you just doing it like kind of fakey, like a little child would?
He draws the smoke into his mouth, but he tries not to bring it into his lungs like
Okay.
most people would do a cigar.
Right. So you're just trying to be cool.
Well, yeah,
Okay. Hey,
Because
It's
it's
like the-
radical.
the goal of
Duh.
every teenager to
I-
be cool.
I'm just hey, with 14, there are way
Yeah,
too
I've
many
been-
kids who are already chain smokers. Just saying.
Yeah.
This is what, like the 1970s or some shit?
What? No, it's 1991.
1990s.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Sweet home Alabama. Anyways,
I had that in my school. Eventually, the teachers were like, "Look, if you want to smoke, just at least do it out of sight."
Ew.
And
at
then the
least
teachers,
try to hide.
yeah, and then the teachers were like smoking with them out of sight.
Gross.
I mean, smoking
The
is a lot
90s,
more
man.
common in Europe.
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, so
Oh,
you're going to
shit.
what?
I heard a high-pitched thing that sounded like a screech. But then I
I
think
heard-
Connor left to get food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. To
Anyway.
me,
I
it
assume
more
that
like
was
a
his
squealing
doorbell.
guitar.
Oh, anyway, so you're going towards the house.
Yep.
And we will
Jesse goes
assume,
towards the house.
yeah, we will assume
but
Billy follows because he has no better idea.
stops and looks jovially at Shanty. Like, oh hey, I think I hear banjo music.
Oh
We
no.
can't stop here. This is banjo country.
Should pedal faster.
What's our country then? Harmonica country?
Proud harmonica country.
I thought it was washboard country. And walk step to the door.
Eh, one of the two. Who fucking cares, really?
Why choose? Both are good.
Okay, so
They both make it pretty sound.
you
Pretty.
enter the house not even trying to be stealthy or anything because well, there's no one there.
We do. Shanty does try to be stealthy because he doesn't want the cops to notice them. Like he
They
treads lightly.
there's no possible way they can hear you as long as you don't outright yell or scream or like shoot a gun or drive or start a car.
Sweet.
Right? Like when I say noise is scary, but it's kind of like
It has to be a loud noise.
yeah, you talking will not reach them. No way.
And with food.
Food.
Hell yeah, what kind of
Hey.
food do you have?
Since I work at a hotel, I get a bunch of like hotel incentive cards, just basically just discounted foods. So I got a bunch of wings for like $5.
Mm,
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
tasty hotel soup. Nom nom nom.
Yeah, fam.
Anyway, you enter the house. The farmhouse is, well, a ruin, to be frank. The boards are all messed up, like kind of curved and shit. There's all kinds of critter, like creepy crawlies inside.
Fuckers didn't give me a fork.
Or as Chanty's family calls it, dinner.
Totally.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
The walls are broken, have holes in them, all kinds of stuff. It's clearly like this is a place that hasn't been lived in, at least by humans, for at least over 10 years, easily.
Jesse waits for everyone to get inside, then closes the door very carefully.
The door closes and then immediately like falls open again.
Shanty
Damn,
just
I'm good.
looks at it and shrugs.
What a fucking champ.
Yeah, there's not even a lock
I guess
anymore.
it's hanging in there, but
There's not even a lock on the door anymore. It has been, I don't know, either it's fallen out or someone has stolen it years ago. Who knows? Maybe the owners took it with them.
Either way, let's just fucking stay here for a bit.
Dance.
Is Jason Voorhees in here?
Oh my
No,
god, Jason,
because-
Freddy!
first of
I'm a
all,
huge
no.
fan.
Because Jason Voorhees has class, and this is below him.
Oh, come on.
Nothing's below fucking Jason at this point.
As for the house, it is a one-story house, but it has an attic. So you can go one further up into like an area that's almost definitely overrun with all kinds of nasty shit.
Jesse, we'll look at the staircase, and do I need to roll anything to see if it will collapse out from underneath my tiny body?
Yes. It's not
Your tiny child body?
The staircase is one of those old-timey like stairs that extend downwards. Like they're supposed to go up on like a spring, but the spring is clearly not doing its job anymore. So the stair just is kind of hanging there.
And by not doing its job, you mean it's rotted away.
Well, rusted away probably, yeah.
Alright,
this-
Potato, potato.
The stair thing looks rickety as fuck. What do you have that you could roll here? Let's see. It would be well, perception or intelligence. And I want to say maybe alertness actually.
alright, perk alert
Perk
again.
alert.
Yeah, just do perk alert. Or investigation.
Difficulty,
But 6. Just normal.
submit.
Jesus.
I look at it with my little pigeon eyes.
You are fairly sure the stairs would take your weight, but only if you go alone, and if no one follows that is like heavier than you.
Oh, Jesse's small. Oh, fuck. Alright. I am going to go upstairs and look at things with my beautiful eyes. Nobody else follow me.
Okay.
The moment anyone else follows me, that staircase is gonna crumble and the police will be on us like fleas on a stray cat.
Oh.
Don't have to fucking
Okay.
tell me twice.
So, Jesse... we'll go up the staircase very carefully with his tiny child body.
So, Coops, this
Yeah.
is where you gotta remember that you're Puka. Billy goes up the stairs.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
That
Puka
also
was
obviously a
lying.
lie. Obviously, yeah.
It's totally safe.
He was exaggerating, but not that much.
Yeah. Connor, roll me a fuck me, Dex and Athletics.
Oh,
For the love of God, mute yourself while you're chewing.
Oh, I just realized he has to teach. He has so much Athletics.
I'm serious, Connor. That
Connor-
is grinding my nerves.
Yeah, Connor, don't
Please
be a dick.
Stop.
Dex and Athletics, Connor.
just a second. /R 1 10 D 10.
I mean, he will probably.
I don't
make
know what the fucking thing was, but I did it.
a 6, yeah, but that was kind of a bad roll. Bad rolls, kind of. Anyway, so yeah, you step on the stair thing that is rickety to begin with Jesse above you, and you almost immediately feel it give way as two of the the little fuck the word the step your foot is on just breaks clean in half and crumbles underneath your weight.
Jesse clings
However,
onto the fucking railing.
Not finished. However, you are fast enough and agile enough to realize what that means, and you also know about shit, so you grab on the sides real quickly and steady it, so it stays in place and not comes down on you. So now you're holding the stairs in place.
Jesse stops. He's frozen.
Billy looks up at Marco. Or I'm sorry, Billy looks up at Jesse. Has like this "what the fuck, dude" look on his face.
Jesse is not looking back at Billy at a moment. He's very tense. His head is down. He's very still, quiet for a moment before he just slowly looks back. And his eye twitches.
Connor, it's kind of like when you go up a stairs and you think there's another step, and you kind of just push your foot down,
fuck,
that kind of feeling.
Oh fuck, oh shit.
And now Jesse very carefully lets him off the step and puts a hand down to make sure everything falls gently, so they don't make too much noise.
Yeah, a bit of wood comes apart as you let go, and it kind of flutters around, but it's very soft noises because the wood is just gone by that point. The upper half of the stairs.
Fuck, tiny bra?
The upper half
Your
of the
name is
stairs.
Billy, right?
Shit.
The
Oh
upper
fuck,
half.
oh shit. Tits, shit.
Guys.
Fuck.
The upper half of the stairs where Jesse's hanging onto, still there. You can still climb into the attic.
So the lower part of the stairs is gone, but the upper part of the stairs is still there.
It's gone. But thanks to Connor's quick reflexes, it didn't make much noise.
All right.
Or to
So Jesse,
Billy's quick reflexes.
By the looks of it, Jesse is semi-trapped on the top floor.
Well, no, it's not that high. You can jump down, you're a kid. You can survive it. Although you are a smoker,
but I'm also
so
shortened. He just looks at Billy. Why?
The fuck, brah?
Why?
You said it was safe.
Are y'all stupid?
He's a fucking hookah.
Anyway, I just wanna.
Do none of you know what a puka? Fuck you guys.
It looked like I was gonna keep my ass on the goddamn ground, cause even I could tell that shit is ready to fall.
Yeah, it's called common sense or something.
Yeah,
Thought this was one of
those kind of
few
stairs.
times where he was telling the truth, and you fucked it up. I mean, I can't blame you, cause yeah, you are he's normally talking out of his goddamn ass.
Like 90%
But
of the
this is
time.
one of the few times.
My ass has a name, thank you.
And I
So
don't
does
give
your
a
When
Chloe.
has
shit.
a puka ever told the truth?
Racist.
Just now.
What? We Puka
I mean,
always
it
tell
fucking
the
happened.
truth. We are dedicated to truthfulness and being wholesome.
I always
honest.
do my very best to be honest with you guys. And you would say that. I'm leaving, and he just goes up the stairs. He does not. When you see his expression, it's like there's nothing there. He's not like in emotional
He
distress.
just descends into the darkness of the attic.
Yep. There you go.
Hey. Uh, hmm. Wait, what would that be? Let's see. Okay, Coops, give me another perk alert.
Rolling difficulty.
A 6, just normal.
Rolling. A.
Keep rolling.
Okay. As you go up into the attic, into the darkness, you can see something in the shadows hanging from the ceiling.
Oh dear.
You're not surprised by it at all. Cause
Let's all find a dead body. Let's all find a dead body.
it's not a dead body. You would not. It's not.
Ain't no bodies if there ain't no body.
It is not.
Eh,
It is not. Okay, it's not nearly big enough to
Ain't
be a
no
dead
body
body.
like a dead body.
He
It's not-
starts to like approach it.
It's
So it's some asshole stash of cocaine, isn't it?
no. It looks rather small. It seems to be some kind of animal. Like you can see
Is
What
it-
in the
is
back,
it?
you can see fur in the. You can see like some backlight and there's fur, or like what you think is fur.
My bet, if I was anywhere near which I am not, would be either bat or raccoon. No, actually, possum.
So Jesse looks at this creature and takes his cigarette out of his mouth and whistles.
You what?
I
Whistles.
whistle at it.
He
I want to
whistles.
see if
Whistle.
it like fucking moves or if it's taxidermy shit.
You hear a small growl. Like a more like a I just woke up from some good sleep growl.
Oh,
Oh
And
boy.
the fur shudders a bit.
All right. Is the nondescript animal in my way to the window?
Yeah, very much so.
There's no way around it.
Oh,
There
is it
is-
a possum?
It is. Yeah.
Yay.
It is in the way. You could probably like try to push it out of the way like a piece of cloves. And-
I
No.
look around to see if there's anything to gently poke this creature with a stick with.
If it's a possum, just poke it a few times and it'll start playing dead.
Yeah, possums generally don't bite.
Yeah.
You can stick your hand in their mouth and they'll just continue like open mouth hissing.
Aw.
Yeah, they're
They kinda-
adorable too.
Yeah, they're kind of dumb.
which
and
makes them
adorable.
so, and which is one of the reasons why they're so easy to catch for a good stew.
We're not
From
eating
the
this
attic, you
goddamn
hear
possum.
They
from
are
the attic, you hear very quiet. That's fucked up.
Kidding! Come on, how dumb y'all think I am?
there are some small sticks lying around like old wood. Probably parts of the
Alright,
roof, to be fair.
Not even like a
You
fucking
just
coat
said
rack.
that you put peaches in chili.
What?
We're willing to believe anything about what you put in your mouth.
Look, it's good.
I mean,
Y'all haven't
Alright.
tried it yet. Y'all
There is
want
There's
wood
like
lying around.
no coat racks.
There's
No coat racks.
No code Rex.
I also
Alright,
haven't
I'm
tried
thinking what-
meth, but I know that's bad for you.
I pick up a piece of wood and
I mean,
I put it on the ground and I just kind of like slide it over with my foot.
if you want to try it one day, I could hook you up.
Okay. And
It's just
I'm
sliding.
learning so much
wood
more about
over
you.
this animal.
And so
Sorry,
much more makes sense now.
Connor, stop talking over here.
Sorry.
No, Connor, I say. You too, though. Goofs, repeat.
Ah. So Jesse picks up the longest piece of wood he can find and he puts it on the ground in a direct line for this creature, and he just starts to slide it over with his foot.
Well, no, the possum is hanging from the ceiling.
Oh. He just
Yeah,
kind of
y'all
like
gotta pick
lifts
it
up.
up.
Kind of like an
Oh,
old jacket.
Jesus. He lifts up the piece of wood and like gives it a very gentle nudge because damn it, he's not a cool boy. He doesn't want to hurt a possum.
That's fair. The possum kind of very sleepily hisses, but doesn't do anything else. It also seems very, very heavy.
So it's a fat possum.
Very fat possum.
Can I
Nothing
duck
wrong with a fat
underneath this creature?
Yeah, sure.
Is he a chunky boy?
Yes.
All right, Jesse will notice that this creature is a chunker and
An absolute
probably
unit.
very sleepy. So he just kind
Yeah.
of like crouches down and starts to like move his way underneath the possum.
As you move your way underneath, you can see that there are tinier things hanging off the possum.
Pregnant.
Well, it
Aw.
was pregnant. It's not anymore. That's why there are tiny things hanging
It's still pregnant.
off. No, it's but yeah, it clearly had like little possum offspring. They're hanging all. They're
Yeah,
sleeping.
Postlets!
I think they're called pups.
Pups.
Pops. Okay. Pops.
All right. He moves underneath. He starts to make his way towards the window.
Right. Well, you see not that much, to be honest, because the window is dirty as fuck.
I take the corner of I take the bandana that I had been wearing, and I start to like rub it on the window.
As you do so, one of the glasses just falls out.
Oh fuck!
Oops.
No, just it falls out. It lands somewhere outside with a dumb thud. Just, and you can see now.
All right. He looks out.
Well, the police car is still there, still on the road, hasn't moved. You cannot see the two cops, but that probably just means they're in the shrubbery somewhere.
All right.
As
So Jesse
far-
is just gonna be
nothing,
up there.
yeah, nothing else on the street for what seems like miles. This place is dead.
So Jesse will just kind of hang out up there, and just kind of try to wait until the cops kind of emerge from the shrubbery.
And the shrubbery!
And preferably fuck off.
Well, that might take a bit. Do the rest
Yeah,
of you
yeah.
want to do anything?
We're just gonna fucking chill.
You have way more patience than I had at that age.
Y'all think he's
I
okay
don't
up
want
there
to
on
fuck
his
with
own?
the cops.
Excuse me.
Wise words.
It's okay, Billy.
The song for the ages.
All right. So he's up there for a while with the possums. They get to know each other. They have a tea party. It's great.
They will not have a tea party.
The
I'm
cops-
friends with all animals.
the possum
Preferably,
tries to ignore you.
preferably the cops leave.
Yeah, about like almost an hour later, the cops finally get back to their cars. You don't know what they did. You have a feeling they didn't take the time to actually search for you. They probably just took an extended break or some shit. Because fuck it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
we ain't
gonna-
that important.
Who's gonna tell on him? No one. They get back to the car. They one of them puts out a cigarette with his foot. They get in and they slowly turn like directly on the street and drive away towards the town, back to the town.
Right. Jesse, after watching the car fade off, will just kind of like walk back and just kind of crouch and like scootle underneath the possum again. Nice talking with you, Marta.
Oh,
The possum gives a soft growl.
God, I love you, you beautiful creature. And
Wait, why are you bad talking the possum?
he's not. He's fond of the possum, but he doesn't absolutely love the possum because it growls at him.
I was kind of hoping someone would get surprised by the possum and try to punch it or something. But okay.
No. Now Jesse has eyes sometimes, and
No,
he'll walk
Just be
back,
glad we didn't have a red cap to set up there. Shit.
Oh god.
Oh no.
and he walks
Dinner.
back towards the stairs.
Yeah.
Goes, hey,
Also, by now it should be about like early afternoon. I want to say like 1 p.m.
so after an hour of like silence, Jesse's back up the stairs. He does not have his cigarette anymore.
Shanty sat himself down on the floor, started dealing cards that he fished out of his pocket. They look like they might have been marked at some point, but now all of them are just so dirty that you really can't tell anymore.
Johnny at one point.
All right.
No, Johnny at one point points to the cards. Oh, there's supposed to be 5 aces.
Shoo, I don't know.
There's like a super ugly possum with a million babies up there, and the cops have I'm gonna try to tell the truth because fuck you, Billy.
Well, I mean that would be a willpower roll, I think, if you actually decide.
Yeah, it's like difficulty 9 or some shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go with that.
I can look it up.
No, it's okay. Just go with 9. It's not that important right now.
All right. So I just roll a 9. What did I roll?
No,
No,
you
you roll your
a
willpower.
number of dice equal to your willpower. Difficulty 9.
That should be 4d10.
All right.
It'll never work. No. Oh, close.
Nah.
Yeah, no, you have to like outright lie. Oh no, the cops are still
You
out
have
there.
to
There are
speak in
more of them.
cookies.
There are like 20 cop cars. They're aiming at us.
The cops are on us, and we are going to die.
Oh my
Again,
god,
like the no expression.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I am deadly serious.
Fucking
You've
Ah,
never met me
good.
more serious than I am now.
Oh, cool. All clear,
good.
guys.
fucking pukas.
Hey, not to bother anybody, but nobody helped me down. I'm just gonna jump for it.
Yeah, just jump.
Oh hell no, yeah, y'all ain't breaking your legs doing that. Come on, I got you. I got you.
I kind of want you to roll for trying to catch him. Yeah, let's do
I
that.
will roll to try and catch him.
Yeah, what do we roll for that? Let's see. Strength? Don't have strength, I guess.
Alright, so strength and what else?
Let's see. Strength and
Athletics?
maybe. It's kind
I
of the
said
only one there.
Leadership.
No,
No,
that's
I know.
Yeah.
Etiquette.
No, it's just athletics. It's like you're catching something. It's fair enough.
Okay, difficulty.
It's not a life or death situation unless you roll like all ones and you break your neck or something. That would be an
breaks his
ironic
neck,
death.
and a new character.
That would be ironic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
difficulty? Just 6?
Yeah, just 6. Jesse doesn't weigh much.
There we go.
Close.
Ah, 1 success. I succeed.
Close enough. It's not the most it's not the best looking of landings, but you manage to catch Jesse in your arms and you both kind of fall over a bit.
I got you. I got you.
Oh, jeez.
The floor got me.
And you land in the dirt, but whatever, you don't care. You're both dirty as fuck.
Red.
This is turning out better and better.
Not the best landing, and he pats the side of Shanty's cheek with a grin and stands up and helps Shanty up too.
Aw, thank you.
I feel like go try and jack an RV trailer or something.
That was the next step, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Obviously.
Right. Oh yeah, we're doing a thing.
Well, Jesse wanted to play Lookout, all cool and smoking in the window. So
I remember things. Things can be done.
So I got this like killer trailer. It is so cool, but like a shit ton of cops are like headed back the way we came, and we honestly, if we go slow enough, they might not even notice us.
So
What
in
is
other
the-
words, we oughta book it out of here.
fucking Pukas. God damn it.
So if wait a goddamn minute, you fucking Pukas, you don't have a trailer. Or was that one of the few times you actually were being serious?
Well, technically,
Right?
he said he has a really cool trailer. Maybe he has a trailer, but it's shitty. Maybe it's not a trailer, but it's something else entirely. Who knows? Only one way to find out.
You really hurt me when you ask me these questions.
You could ask him, just ask him a straightforward question, like a direct one, and then you know it will be a lie.
No, that's who's gonna try his hardest to fool you.
Yeah, Pukas.
Jesse puts up his hands, and he snaps, and finger guns.
Shanty would know the truth because they're neighbors.
Yes. Absolutely. So what is the truth?
Jesse's got like this camper, and it's decent. It's not like top of the market, like high tech, decked out, or
Got a
killer
few bullet holes
as
in
Jesse.
it.
Yeah, but
A lingering
it.
stench of meth.
No, not meth. It's more like the lingering stench of like tobacco.
Okay.
And
Coops, would Shanty know? What would Shanty know about your life story, your backstory?
he would know that my mom is like just pretty drunk, and that sometimes when she gets drunk, she gets more careless with the tender bodies of the children.
Right. No, I just want to
Hence the
make.
bruising on Jesse.
No, I just want to find out like how close of a friend you are to each other.
They're pretty damn close friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Shanty would know that the van belongs to Jesse's father,
Who has been gone for many years.
who went out to buy cigarettes. He should be back any moment now. Look, how long can it take to get cigarettes? 5 years, 10 years? Who knows? He should be back soon. You know, it's a long way to the store. Can't rush these things. Anyway, yeah, the van belongs to his father and has just been sitting there next to their living their other van where they live in, I guess. So it's just been sitting empty. They didn't really move into that, but it should work. It's functional. It looks okay-ish for something that's been in a trailer park for years. Like, it should work for a bunch of fucking teens.
And it's not like Jesse's mom will miss it. She has tried to sell it on multiple occasions, but no one wants it. It's just kind of like unofficially Jesse's, as he was closer with his papa.
Papa.
So, like, where's the RV, man?
So after the questioning from Kevin and the questioning from Billy, Jesse will raise his hands up to his eyes and rub them, flinching when he touches the shiner that Billy gave him. And give Billy a slightly embittered glare again.
Yeah. Let me find a picture of this thing. Yeah, let me find a picture of how that thing would look like.
And then Jesse looks at Shanty.
Who smiles back at him brightly.
And then just kind of like nods his head towards Billy. Well, looking at, at Shanty.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's got the van. It's a real thing.
Let's go get it. It sounds like fun.
It's like
Jesse, finger guns.
Yeah.
We want to get in there and get out of there as fast as we possibly can.
So in other words, let's all take our time.
oh my god, can't win with a puka.
You never fucking can.
What do y'all mean? You always win with the puka.
One of these days he will cry wolf though.
You insult me,
Here.
Shanty. You insult me deeply.
Some of the raddest stories just started out with like a puka saying a thing, bruh.
Here.
Yeah,
alright.
exactly.
That's how the
It's
camper van
alright.
looks.
Oh god.
Like it's a
It's
proper 80s Ford Transit Mark II. Only a bit more rusty.
Yeah, man, let's go boost an RV.
Let's
Yeah!
fucking go.
Where is it?
In the trailer
Shoot,
park.
I know it. You go ahead.
Well, it would be in the trailer park where Shanty lives.
Yeah. It's basically parked right next to me.
Red.
I could throw a rock from my own window and hit that one's window.
You've been throwing rocks at the window?
Just to get your attention.
I'm insulted.
I could be a hooligan without even having. I could be a hooligan without even having to leave the front door.
Hell. So, we leaving?
Well,
We're leaving. Come on, y'all.
There's really nothing that can stop you at this point, so not really the map right now. The cops are gone. There's no one else around. The possum will certainly not hunt you.
The possible hunt us to the ends of the earth.
Yes.
My name
For-
is not Martha.
For dick vandalization.
What, did you like start drawing dicks on children?
Oh, no.
Now that would just be rude.
You know, Jesse drew dicks on, like, the bathroom stall in the convenience store.
Baby canvases for your penis.
No! Stop.
That just sounds wrong.
It is wrong.
It was supposed to.
Good.
So I suppose they all kind of, like, uncover Mitch's vehicle and pop inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Particular.
Presumably.
Vehicle.
Hey, Johnny, how's it hanging?
Good. Then he's quiet again.
That's a shame.
Johnny's very talkative today, as you notice.
Yeah, it's weird.
He just doesn't shut up.
Yeah.
You've turned into an absolute blabbermouth. Have you
Every
been
2
hanging out with
hours.
Shanty too much?
We ain't even been able to shut him up ever since we started this entire thing. I think he's real excited.
You know, he
Yeah.
might just be depressed.
I am very excited.
Shoot, I hope he ain't depressed.
He would never say
I
that
mean,
he's
my
excited.
My sister got a depression. She had to stay in all week. She was super embarrassed about it. It was just at prom photo day too.
No,
My heartbeat is the
he would
and
never
it's
say
like-
that he's excited. He would say, I am ambivalent about our current situation.
Like I can
Sneak up.
imagine us going. I can imagine us going like a fucking restaurant or some shit, like ordering a pizza, and Johnny like just picks up the fucking pizza slice, doesn't open his mouth, just mashes it against his fucking face. This pizza has no meaning, and
He would.
life has even less.
Well, here's the thing. Would you call him out on it?
Nope.
See? So it's
I just fucking let him do what he do.
Jesse would ask.
She would be laughing.
You know what? In all honesty, I think Johnny would take a pizza slice and eat it with a knife and fork, like properly, and enjoy it. Highly enjoy doing so. All right.
Jesse always gives him like the most horrified expression when he does that.
What a fucking monster.
Meanwhile, Shanty's in the background having difficulties figuring out how Spoon go in yogurt.
What?
How does Spoon go in yogurt?
How do yogurt and Spoon?
Alright, you take the spoon and you put it in your mouth, and then you take the cup of the yogurt and you take it off, and then you just squeeze it up against your mouth, and that's how you do it.
Oh, that's friends.
Beautiful.
Okay.
It's administered via catheter.
So you all get the car ready. You like put the cloth off it. You no, you put like a little spit on the rust to clean it. I don't fucking. It looks.
shine it.
It's a terribly looking car, at least mundane wise.
Go grease lightning, go grease lightning.
I'm now imagining
It
terrible
works.
urinary tract infections with yogurt. This is a less than pleasant thought since I'm trying to eat.
Okay. Hey,
Oh
Stop
god.
thinking
Okay.
about it.
hey, Coops.
What?
I want you to give me a roll real quick,
Alright.
and
An
it's
entire roll.
yeah, it's investigation and should be perception, I think. Wait.
Perception and
Perception and investigation at an. You know what? I'm not gonna tell you. Just roll.
Invest
trying to find investigation. I'm trying.
It's you have a 1 in it.
Alright, so I'll just
You roll 40.
screw it up. Yeah.
Go, Power Rangers.
4d10.
Well, fuck.
I got a 10.
Ah, there goes my surprise. Oh well. As you okay. As you all get ready and get the car ready, Jesse feels something like on his neck.
Alright.
It feels a bit like ticklish, almost. Like
Is it
something is
furry?
stuck. Like something is stuck in your jacket.
There's nothing in my jacket.
Well,
Is
shoot,
what
I
I
thought
would
you
say
was in
if
your
I was a
jacket.
liar.
Are you not telling lies to yourself?
There's nothing in my jacket. I'm fine.
Okay.
As
What
he, like,
kind
tries
of thing is in your jacket?
He just like takes his hands and he like folds them, but has the 2 pointer fingers pressed together up against his mouth, and he's got like big eyes, and he's.
Well, what are you doing?
Shanty pounces
Okay,
and tries
I'll
to get the thing out of his jacket.
And what does Shanty find in the jacket?
A baby
If it's what I
opossum.
think it is.
It's a
Yep.
baby opossum. It jumped
In
onto
that case-
you while you were busy avoiding the big one.
In that case, the moment Shanty sees this, he goes. At first, he pounces in a panic because what is in my buddy's jacket? And then he sees it and he's like, "Aww,
Can we
y'all
keep
got a
it?
passenger."
If you pay
Reaches
So
down
attention,
and he
Jesse-
gently takes it out.
Jesse turns around, looks at it, and then seems to relax, and then reaches out for the possum carefully.
it does
Look
a
at this little fella.
it does a little thing where they open their mouth real wide until they like seemingly scream.
Oh,
Yeah.
he hates everyone.
He wants to
Aw,
kill
Marta,
us
you are
all.
the
so
best ma.
relatable.
Damn it.
You are the best ma, always keeping track of your ugly children. And he takes the possum and pets it, and then just looks at those around him.
We ought to get him back to his ma. I mean,
Yeah.
unless any of y'all are hungry.
Oh, no, we can keep him.
Nobody needs a mother now.
We
Alright,
can
come on.
keep him.
Hand him over. I got him. I got him.
Bruh, possums aren't pets. Wild animals.
Exactly.
Let them fly. Let them flow free, man.
Fly free.
Gonna
them
fly
fly
free,
free.
little birdie.
Fine.
So Shanty takes the
Gotta have
little
those
possum and
Gotta
he
have
goes
those
back.
wild vibes.
Shanty takes the little possum and goes back into the house. Stops at the collapsed stairs.
Just throw it
So
up
how-
there.
Johnny!
How are we
Fucking
gonna?
put that baby up there.
Talks to the
Yeah,
to
just
the
fucking
to the little
yeet it
possum.
over.
How are we gonna solve this little conundrum, little buddy?
Yo, Johnny, you gonna be helpful or
Yeet! Woo.
not reunite a baby with its mother?
Well, will you just throw it up there?
No, I won't.
No.
Well, it's not like you can
Of course
reach
I
up.
won't.
You can.
Hey,
Just
Johnny!
set it on the ground and it'll climb up.
Johnny, y'all got strong arms.
How would it
You
climb
think you
up?
can? You think you
Just
can
pick
all?
up Shanty.
Am
or
I being heard here? Am I getting through
Oh,
it all?
sorry.
Yep.
Thank you. Johnny, you think y'all could pick me up and like lift me up to that floor there?
Johnny, having followed you for no discernible reason, stands near you, looks up, looks to you, looks at a tiny opossum, takes the opossum, just plucks it from your hands.
No, please,
No,
please.
just plucks it from your hands and reaches up and puts it into the attic without even looking.
Oh, cool.
I was
Thank you.
expecting that to end really shitty for everyone involved.
No. And he just, "Can
Thank
we
you
go
so
now?"
much, buddy. Yeah, we can go.
Good.
Y'all are a good man.
Johnny isn't a monster. He only crushes people's skulls.
Not
Possums
baby
aren't
possums.
Baby possum skulls are way too small to make a satisfying noise.
They scream less too.
The possums are my friends.
Well, then you go back. Johnny's still following you. Some reason.
And Shanty sits himself back into the car.
Are you sure you don't have a hit on you or something? Maybe he's just waiting for the right time.
No one knows.
No one does. Anyway,
Not even Johnny.
I hate that you rolled a 10 cubes. Well.
Hey, what do you expect? He's a perk alert bitch.
Yeah, he is.
It was investigation. Never mind. Fine. Whatever, you found it. Anyway, the car should be ready. I mean, nothing happened to it, so you can just drive off.
Woo woo! Road trip.
It still has that little sticker on it that you put on for your bunk, make it go faster.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
But that bunk, of course, is I don't think. No, it should be off. Like the bunk should have run out by now.
Yeah.
It ought to worn off by now, yeah.
You didn't roll that high.
Yeah, the cantrip.
Yeah, the cantrip is like the sticker's still on there, but the car has its normal, less than impressive speed. Although actually it was kind of impressive.
My car is doing its fucking best.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So
It's doing more than okay.
So what? Okay, so
we know, and ain't no one judging it.
what are your
It's being a good car.
Yeah. So what is your next step?
We driving?
Man.
Yeah, we're jacking the goddamn RV.
Yeah. Gotta make it to the trailer park.
So you drive back to town.
I wonder if we can make it before the first notices.
they kind of already know because you fled from them. Like they saw your car and all. They know your license plate and shit.
Yeah, well, I meant if we can make it before they find out we back and all that.
That's a better question and probably highly likely. But okay, so you drive back you drive back to the town to a dog ditch. Love that.
Wonderful place.
You drive back towards dog ditch. There's no one else on the road until you near the town when there's actually traffic.
Holy shit, traffic.
Yeah, and by now it's like afternoon traffic. The first people get off work, they drive to their second job or to like sell drugs or to buy drugs. You only have so many hours in a day after all. All credit
Yeah,
in.
I mean,
Or sell and buy drugs.
Yes, sometimes you have to
Don't-
diversify.
or
Don't limit yourself.
barter with your drugs.
As Shanty's parents will tell you, sometimes you have to diversify your portfolio to be successful in life.
Yep.
And you have to sell both meth and crack.
Drug
Maybe a
king,
bit of
drug
coke.
harder.
Maybe a bit of coke. Anyway, you arrive back in town to a ton more traffic than when you left. Which is a good and bad thing. The good thing is, nobody really pays attention to your car right now, because it's only one of a number of pieces of shit on wheels on the road.
Yay!
The bad thing
Shitty
is,
pieces of shit on wheels.
you can't really get around too quickly right now. At least not with the car. So where do you go? As also, you know where the trailer park is. You can
Yeah,
get there in
so
like, yeah, you can get there at the current traffic in like 20 minutes.
yeah, so I guess we're going there.
Do you try to stay like hidden inside the car or anything? Like not you, Mitch, because you have to drive, but like the others.
Yeah, Jesse's just kind of like squashed down inside to like he's like brought the back of his jacket up a little bit to hide himself.
I have a feeling that makes you even more suspicious.
Of course it
You
does.
can't see him.
Just
If you look in the
fucking
car,
act
it's just-
natural.
You look like troublemakers.
I feel like I'd be too busy like telling some stupid story.
Yes, tell a stupid story. Come on.
Like there I was with barbecue sauce on my titties. Or some other stupid shit.
There was in my wet clothes a dry martini in my hand and a gun next to my face. I was wondering, wow, this is shit summer camp. What happened? Anyway. Yeah, so you drive down the streets. You see the occasional beat cop. What do you do? Do you do anything to hide you? Hide yourself? Hide the license plate, maybe?
I'll just pretend he's not fucking there. Or wait, do any of you have
I have something that could maybe make the cops look in a different direction.
Oh? Is it drugs?
It is not drugs.
And anyone have the one art that lets you hide shit?
Well,
Which one is that?
I got
Chicanery.
trick of. Yeah.
I got chicanery.
I don't remember what dot of chicanery, but it's chicanery.
I got one dot of chicanery, and with
Yeah, I only got one too. Weird.
The distracting one was only 1 point.
yeah, trick of the light.
Yeah, where you can make up like some haste, some image to distract someone or a sound.
Yeah.
So, all right. So,
obviously we all need to look like regular teenagers. So, once we're like starting to roll past the fucking cop, Billy will like lean forward and pop in a CD as "What Is Love" begins playing.
Oh my god.
As we begin to just slow roll past the cops. Meanwhile, all four of us just make eye contact with the guy.
Wait, you do what?
Yeah.
Shanty's bobbing to the beat.
So is Jesse at this point. I mean, it's kind of
So is
irresistible.
everyone. Even Johnny, who's just still fucking stone faced doing the head bob.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awful.
Okay, you know what? Let me roll for the cop.
That was
Fuck
our
him.
bunk.
Yeah, that was the bunk. I just want to roll like if he even at all notices you as any interest, and he does, but only barely.
It's like, oh, these teens are probably listening to a sick jam. Carry on, funky
Yeah.
teens.
Roll down the windows.
Yeah, basically the
Blast
cop
that shit.
the cop glances over to over to traffic, and there's like your hideous car in like the second lane, and you're just headbanging to obnoxious music, and he just glances at you, sees a couple teenagers, and goes, and like I got better shit to do, and he just
Excuse me.
and he immediately just loses interest in you because you might clearly you're just trying to get a rise out of him, and he doesn't have time for that shit right now. He has a job. Fucking kids just right out of school. It's always the same in like the summer holidays. Whatever. Let them have fun with their stupid pop music.
How the fuck do we get out of school? Whatever. Anyways.
Like, he doesn't know you.
You don't know my life.
He assumes you're just a
You don't
bunch
know
of
my life.
asshole kids. He's just whatever. He has better things to do than.
Baby,
So-
don't hurt me.
We roll past.
You very slowly roll past, but he walks into the other direction, and he doesn't even give you a second glance.
Hey.
Like, whatever. Like this.
What is love? Baby,
Like,
don't hurt me.
I rolled like
Don't hurt me.
I rolled barely
No
one
more.
success. He has like whatever. He has like no interest. And he can't see your number plate, and he clearly didn't hear about the supposed kidnapping. Or he did, and he doesn't give a shit. Who knows?
Either way, it's perfect.
Yeah. So you just roll on, and 10 minutes later, you come to the entrance of the trailer park, where really there isn't really enough room to drive into right now.
Ooh.
Because
What's the
someone
holdup?
parked it. Well, there's two other cars in front of it, one having hit the other.
Oh god damn it.
You see that from quite a bit away, like from the next corner over. There are already
I swear to God, if
yeah,
that's Cousin Leroy.
police is already there, and give me a give me a perk alert, all of you.
All right.
Perk alert!
One of you
Alright,
will
let's-
get that. There's no
What
Let's
difficulty?
fucking go.
the
What is
6.
love? Perking alerting.
2 successes.
Oh yeah, it's perfect too because it's you.
Alerting.
Yeah.
2 successes.
Jesus.
We see things, but
You
Oh.
see, Mitch does not.
Perfect.
Good thing you all
I
rolled.
did it.
Mitch is is mesmerized by the traffic accident itself.
Those poor cars.
Connor's apparently incredibly paranoid because there's police there, which is good because you can see the same 2 cops that were at the shed taking like notice of the traffic accident.
Welp.
sexual healing.
They have not seen you because they're busy right now, and they're not looking at the rest of traffic at the moment. You are like almost the entire street, well, not the entire street, but like half a street away behind a corner. What do you do?
This ain't necessarily
I
good.
reach forward to the fucking music player. I then hits next on the CD, and this begins playing as we do the same roll by.
What is it this time? Never gonna give you up. Okay.
God damn it.
Is your bunk still
As I'm
active?
looking at the
Is your
guys
cantrip still
who
active?
totally gave up.
Yeah. Is your cantrip still active?
We never actually started the cantrip.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do it now?
We never rolled. I mean, if somebody with chicanery wants to, we already have a bunk going.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I give you a -1 for the music.
And Jesse is going to reach into his pocket, like his back pocket of his pants, and take out. At first, it looks like a regular brown stick. But then, if you look closer or if
It's
you smell
poop.
it, it's a cinnamon stick.
It's poop.
It's not. He takes out a cinnamon stick.
Okay.
And he just kind of like idly begins like kind of crunching it up in with his hand, which is also a bunk.
Nice.
Right.
You only really have one bunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, it's not like you only have one bunk forever, but you can only really get one difficulty, or only really get benefits from one bunk per cantrip. It's all about
Cool.
bunks primarily are based off of like how incredulous they're based and the negative consequences that are associated with them and how difficult they are to accomplish.
I thought that Chicken was making one cantrip and Koos was making another here.
Oh, if there's two separate cantrips being cast, I thought Koops is the one.
That's what I'm
trying to do.
assuming. Yeah.
Anyway, so what do I roll to cast this cantrip?
Chicanery. Wait.
To just convince some people not to look at us, that would be like actor.
Okay, cool.
And do you have actor?
I do.
What realms do you have?
I have chicanery, summer, and no, sorry, that's arts. Realms. I have prop, fey, and actor.
Prop, fey, and actor. All right, so you want to use prop. I'm sorry, not prop. Fey and actor because you are trying to hide two things from people.
Okay, cool.
You already have that. You have at least one dot, so you count all of us. Then you just roll like your lowest rated realm plus your number of dots in chicanery.
You might also
so that's 2.
You might be able to use prop to hide the car with you in it.
I like that better. If I use prop and fey to hide us and the car, that'll bring it up from 2 to 3.
Because you're in the middle of traffic anyway, the car is not standing out that much to begin with. It might be easier to hide.
Yeah.
Whatever Hoon calls it to be. Anyways, you take the lowest rating realm in your cantrip plus the rating of your art and roll that as your dice pool.
Okay, so that's 3 all in all. 3d10?
Yep, and then you'd roll against the difficulty of 7 minus the bunk, which would be like 2 or something because we're trying to like fucking roll by as cops who want to arrest us for kidnapping.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd give you -1 for just the music because you're pretending to be obnoxious kids and no one
Fair
cares.
enough.
And another one because you're like between other cars. Like you're not that visible.
Yeah.
So that's Chicken's one. Coops, what did you want to do with your stick?
I got 1 success.
Yeah.
I had mistaken a thing and fucked up.
Aw.
So you want to do like no cantrip? No poop stick?
No, it's not a poop stick, it's cinnamon. Shut up.
Poop
I
stick.
mean, they both smell horrible.
Yeah, poop stick.
Hey.
Yeah, it's cinnamon.
Cinnamon
I don't
smells
really
delicious.
like cinnamon.
Alright.
Me
That's
neither.
because you're a whore.
Yeah. You have one success that is enough in this situation. It's not exactly high stakes. I mean, technically it is kind of high stakes because if they see you, they already were after you with a fucking shotgun. But No,
Well, there's the kid right there that
you
was
managed to-
supposedly kidnapped.
yeah. It's more like they would notice the car. And since you're hiding the car, like they didn't get a good look at you guys. Because you were in a car at the time driving away from them at fast speeds.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah. Though my
So-
car is somewhat memorable.
Very.
Only somewhat.
However, since they are preoccupied with the small traffic accident in front of them and the two irate drivers, which of course each one of them accuses the other one of being at fault,
Of course.
duh. Although one of them seems very inebriated, so who knows. You manage to slip by just staying in traffic and blasting really obnoxious music at the vicinity.
Cool.
And you make it past the next corner, out of sight of the cops, and you're out of sight and safe of the law for now.
Cool.
Did they pull up to
Remember.
like?
Refuge and audacity.
Exactly. Sometimes it works. And you're teens, it's what you do.
Fucking Changelings, this is primarily how we work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I said, you can't really drive into the trailer park right now because it only has, well, at least not in terms of official entrances, I guess.
Just plow through somebody's trailer.
Yeah, or like a fence or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Shanty can probably help with that, or Jesse. They know the area. It's where they live.
Yeah, there's probably more than one like entrance to a reasonable sized like trailer park.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Y'all, we could totally cut.
So we're just
through it,
going through the back.
We could totally cut through just over here at the back.
Let me just draw that in real quick. Because okay, so here would be the street. The accident is here. The trailer park is like all the way across here. All the way up. Quite a far while. On this side, there is a little canal thing. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, you can't drive there. That's for like rainwater and crap. Or when the next flood hits. Happens all the time. So you can either go around all the way and come from the opposite side of the street, where there's no street there, but there's like a little path that got trampled out over the years, and people drive there all the time. But there's no police there or anything. It's known as more like that's more the drug dealer approach, really.
So
That's the
in other words, Shanty is familiar.
That's the working man entrance for the trailer park. And on this side, there's just a fence there. Fence. That's terrible, but whatever. So really simple.
They slide on in like a well lubricated.
Yeah. So you drive all the
Something.
way. I'm gonna assume you drive all the way around and go into the back.
A well lubricated what now?
Something.
Something you say.
Like a well lubricated rectal screwdriver.
There we go.
Damn it.
Yeah, there we go.
Like a well lubricated moray eel.
Well, it always depends what the handle is shaped. Like.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Rectal eels. Oh,
We go.
That's actually semi-terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't the guy try that and got his insides eaten by the eel?
Not a moray eel, just a regular one. Moray eels are way too big for that. Well, I mean,
Challenge accepted.
That wasn't a
Uh,
challenge.
anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Anyway,
So
I'm
we
just
go
gonna-
in through the back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this so we have a little bit of visual things. Also, so I can
Yay,
keep track of
visual-
things.
visual thing.
So this is the little entrance way. There are trailers all over the place in no particular order or fashion. Like semi-permanently parked there. Some have no wheels anymore. Some have no front. Some have little gardens that look actually quite nice. clearly built with drug money.
Clearly.
And there's like, let's see, so the other exit is towards the arrow here. Very much hidden behind trailers and shit. Let's do this. You see what I
Ew.
mean. You see what I'm getting at here.
Yeah.
Yeah. On your way there, you come across some of Jesse and Shanty's neighbors. Like a very very creepy looking guy in like a windowless white van with like a cap over his eyes, his face half hidden in shadow. And when he sees you, he kind of waves and smiles and hey Shanty, how you doing?
Oh, hey, Mr. Peepson. I'm doing fine. How about you?
Oh, on my way to school. Every week. He
Well,
drives off in his windowless
good
van.
luck this week, and and remember to steer clear of that police.
Oh, always, Shanty, always. Come
After
to me
all,
later.
Mrs. Peepson ain't gonna.
Come to me later. I got some candy.
Nah, I've already tasted your candy.
As he drives away, like you hear music coming on. It's like the sound of an ice cream van. The ding, 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 ding.
I have a lot of fucking
It
questions,
just disappears into the distance.
except
Well-
I don't want to know how the fuck you're gonna answer any of them.
Oh,
Well,
Mr. Peepson. He's not creepy at all once you get to know him.
we're halfway related, I'd say.
Only halfway,
Like I
Shanty.
fucking said, I don't want the answers.
Oh, Jesse starts to laugh, but there's something in that laugh that you don't like.
Some more people like nod to you and greet you and kind of wave on your way in. Older people mostly.
So
Seems like you
checking
work.
it out. Apparently, yeah. Some people in Asia will put eels up their ass to try and fix constipation, and some of them die.
Hey,
Okay.
it's not
I
stupid
read.
if it worked. No, wait, it's still stupid.
It never worked.
Anyway, so you drive into about the middle of the trailer park because that's where Shanty and Jesse live.
All the while, Shanty's been talking at length about things that you don't really want to hear, honestly, and you kind of just want to forget them. Anyway, and that's why I'm saying he's only like halfway related, because the rules of cousins. There's a bit little.
Jesse holds up a finger in front of Shanty's face and then digs in one of his pockets and pulls out a stick of gum and just hands it to Shanty.
Oh, gum, sweet, thank you.
As
Y'all
much as
know
I
I
love
was-
your stories,
There we go.
Shanty.
We go. That back path kind of ends in the middle of very badly parked trailers.
Y'all know I was joking, right?
It's really fucking hard to know with you.
Shanty grins.
It's nearly as hard as with Jesse.
Jesse grins. It is a very similar one to Shanty's grin.
They've known each other for a long while.
You could swear that the copper fluff of his hair has, like, somehow sharpened at 2 points into tiny horns. You're not sure. It could be a trick of the light.
Just a lick of the try.
Har har. Ah!
Really quick question here.
What's up?
Which of you can actually drive a car and would be able to drive that van?
Jesse can drive.
I can totally drive a car.
I mean, I can actually drive,
You
except
need to
I'm
drive
not.
your own car.
Shoot,
Exactly.
Can I drive?
I'm
Hang
not
on,
going to
let me
drive
check.
anything but my own car unless I absolutely have to.
Well, you
I
need
got
to.
points. I can drive. I got an entire point and drive.
I wouldn't want
I
you to
can
leave your car
also-
behind. That's part of your character, after all.
I can also
Yeah.
totally drive. Totally.
I remember we talked. I remember I talked about this with Chicken, and Shanty can drive.
Yep.
But he cannot see over the wheel and reach
Nope.
the pedals at the same time. So he can kind of blind drive, I guess.
I can drive. Y'all just gotta tell me, what's on the road.
Yeah, or someone helps you with the pedals, or you put like a brick on him, which would be incredibly
Yeah.
dangerous.
Just gonna sit on the phone book and get some real heavy shoes on.
No, it's cool. I can drive. Totally.
Okay.
Y'all sure about that?
Yep.
You ain't sounding too confident. Actually,
Yeah, man.
you sound
I'm super confident.
you're actually sounding a bit too confident.
Okay. Anyway.
Exactly.
Anyway, before we go to the next step.
Anything's confidence, bruh.
Before we go to the next step of this, I don't even want to call it a plan.
What's the plan?
This catastrophe in the making. The little path into the trailer park kind of ends eventually near where you have to go because it's like parked close. It's kind of like a cul-de-sac of vans and old like RVs and stuff.
Cultivan.
A cultivan, yes. So Mitch, your car will not fit through there, which probably is fine by you because it also means that no one can see it from the other side.
Yeah, and
reminds
I'll
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, so I guess I'll just let you guys go and get the fucking van.
Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Y'all ever heard of the time my grandma tried to make Rado van?
And Jesse opens the door and gets out of the car.
You see, it's red and it's been run over by a van.
Johnny will also leave the car.
You coming, Shanty?
Shanty's leaving the car with a big grin.
It's terrible.
Just starts to slink over to his place where his siblings are peeking out from the window.
Yeah.
Y'all really easy.
Yeah, Jesse's home van, whatever. Jesse's living quarters are like 30 meters away. I think that's like 100 feet. I think.
Let's find out.
Yeah, 100
feet.
feet, about 30 meters. It's about 100 feet away from where you parked. Shanty's house is a bit further away, like twice that distance. So in case you want to visit home, you'd have to go a bit out of your way.
Maybe I should pop around and tell my old pops that I'm going on the road for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you just have to see about splitting up the group a bit. Or you can all go together. I don't know.
I'd say do what you gotta do, Shanty, but who knows how the group will take it this time.
Fuck.
I am not sure how to take that. I'm gonna go pop about my pops and tell him stuff, Mainly that he shouldn't be sending people out to try and find me.
That is a terrible plan, but
Johnny.
Right.
Okay, Johnny
Thank you.
look. Johnny will look at Jesse, look at the others, then just follow Shanty. Because he's clearly the one that needs help if something happens.
Clearly.
And
Or maybe he just wants to
Jesse-
ambush you while you're alone. Who knows?
Yeah.
I take it Kevin is sticking with his car.
Yeah,
So Jesse looks at Billy.
All right, Billy, you ready to
we
blow
may
the
need
dome?
we may need to get our ass. If this goes south, we may need to get our asses out fast. So I'll be ready for that.
Yeah.
Let's blow the dome.
So Jesse and Billy go to Jesse's place. And there are many little eyes peeking out from the inside of that house behind the shady curtains.
How many siblings do you have?
I think I got like 7.
Okay, so you see a total of 13 eyes because you know the youngest has a bad eye infection in the eye patch right now. Kind of just dotting the small windows. And you hear little voice, Jesse's back, Jesse's back. Oh, maybe he brought us something. And then a smack, and someone's starting to cry.
Oh.
Because kids.
Jesse waves at him, but he doesn't go to the door because he's pretty sure his mom is home. And if she's home, she's probably drunk. So it just kind of goes towards the trailer.
Is one of your little bros a pirate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rad.
You can see a tiny
Alright.
hand coming out of a half-open window, trying to scratch something into the outer wall with a switchblade. You know, the typical American family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
America.
Anyway, the camper
America.
van is still where it always is. Like right in front of your little, in front, like in your driveway, for lack of a better word. Right?
Yeah.
You know that there's enough room to get it out of there with a bit of maneuvering, so that's not a problem. It's not like parked close or anything. Do you have the keys though?
Yeah, the keys are in a special little place hidden inside of the trailer.
Right. So just inside the sunblock thing.
Oh no, it's underneath the rug that is also inside of this small place.
Okay, fair enough.
The shitty rug. So Jesse opens up the door like it's nothing, goes inside of the actual like home part.
Were you in there for like regularly, or has it been a while since you were in there?
He goes in there regularly.
Okay.
Sometimes he hangs out with Shanty there.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so
Is there like a fence or something, or like what is exactly in the way that's keeping us from getting out easily?
more vans.
Oh, all right.
Like just
Is there like scrap or plywood or something that's just lying around unused?
yes, yeah, a lot.
Well, Jesse's gonna go get the keys. Billy's gonna begin collecting some stuff and piling it.
You fucking hoarder. Ooh, plywood.
No.
Free scrap.
Actually, you
Don't-
know exactly what fucking
Are you
Billy's
making a
gonna do.
ramp?
I know, and I'm absolutely against it, young man.
Jesse
You
will
know
poke his
exactly
head
what
out
fucking Billy's doing.
to jingle the keys at Billy to say, "Hey, I got the keys," but then he sees Billy gathering wood and will frown for a moment. Are you going to build a ramp?
Bruh, this is gonna be great.
You know, from the events of today, one might say I might be hesitant, but not I. I am ready for this adventure. I am ready for this ramp.
Clearly a lie.
Bruh, it's gonna be sick.
I am actually very surprised you didn't build a ramp out at the shed.
For what?
That's fuck.
Just while you were waiting.
At the shed?
Yeah, I mean there was old wood there. Well, you could have climbed onto the shed and just
What the fuck was I gonna jump off of it?
the shed itself.
I was gonna jump a shed off of a shed.
No,
Yeah.
you climb
Yeah.
onto the shed and jump down.
What?
It's okay. Doesn't matter, it's okay.
Who's going crazy? Anyways. So, there's a very shoddily built ramp. And is there actual gas in this fucking car?
Yep. Like Hoon said, it was like ready to go.
Oh wow, alright.
See, like this. Boop. Ah,
My god. So Jesse will start this vehicle.
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 The vehicle. The vehicle. Yeah, you
All right.
turn the key, and after, I want to say, like 3 tries, the motor starts up with a, well, I mean, it doesn't sound great, but it works.
Nothing around these parts sounds great, Sunny Jim.
Also, as you look at the fuel, yeah, the tank is like a third full, so not too shabby. At least it didn't leak.
All right. So once again, the CD collection comes out, places in a CD into the radio. This time it starts playing the theme song for Dukes of Hazzard.
The camper van does not have a CD player.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
it does.
Stop at my house.
What do you mean?
Okay, if
Pretty
you
sure
want
that it had a seating player.
Seating player.
a seating player.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? If you wanted to have a CD player, fine. You can have a CD player.
I didn't even traditionally think it was going to have a car part in the front at all. As in, it was just like something you strap onto the back of another car, but...
Yeah, but I like how shitty
Yeah.
that thing looks.
Yeah.
We're doing this now. We're
Yeah,
fucking
look-
committed.
Look how
The
goofy
fucking
that
theme
thing
song
looks. That
for-
can't be nice to live in. It's just whatever.
So I jack on the Dukes of Hazzard song.
Yeah.
As I'm about to do something that could very well get us killed, but teenagers. As I begin revving the engine and then fucking slam my foot down onto the gas, heading for the ramp. I, by the way, have 0 dots of drive.
Oh.
Jesse, who was in the driver's seat, looks very confused.
What did you build the
Shut up,
ramp
pick
out
up.
of?
It's kind of like fucking plywood and shit. No, I got this. Don't worry.
Could
So
Okay, Connor, I
So
need
Billy-
some. I will need
Billy,
some
like-
rolls from you in a moment.
No, yeah. Just to clarify something, I forgot that Jesse's in the driver's seat. Like Billy picks up Jesse, puts him to the side, sits on the chair, like fist bumps Jesse. We got this.
Oh, God. Well then,
You sure you're not a puka?
he's an issue. They're just as bad. Well, Connor, first of all,
What's up?
let's see how well you built that ramp, I guess. With
That ramp has nothing to do with this.
I still want to know how sturdy it is. So, do you actually have craft though? You have craft.
I will be right back.
How about craft and?
It's made out of fucking plywood that I made without nails.
So
Yeah.
okay, so I just assume you fail every roll in that regard. Okay, so the ramp is shit. Fine.
Obviously.
I literally stacked some fucking plywood on somebody's trailer.
Okay, so what else can you? You have no drive, but what do we have to add to your non-existent drive? Maybe Dex? Maybe?
Alright.
Yeah, let's go. Just
Something
go.
like that.
Let's just go with Dex. Whatever.
What's the difficulty?
Let's see. It's +1 because of your thing. 8.
More importantly, what music do you want us to play at your funeral?
It's a difficulty of 8.
I'd
It
like
was
to spend a
difficult
point of
enough to
willpower
begin
get
with.
I'd like to spend a point of willpower to get 1 success
Okay.
as this is happening. All right.
Didn't have to.
I got 2
What?
successes, and then I would like to activate Hopscotch using Prop 2 and Wayfair as I jump this fucking vehicle.
What the fuck are
Hell
you doing?
yeah.
I just realized I was gonna have Jesse use his automize on that fucking on the ramp, but I guess it's too late now.
What?
We're fucking doing this!
Let's do this. Okay, you know what? Let's approach this in a movie fashion. Okay,
Oh god.
Connor ramps up the motor, ramps up the ramp, and then the fucking van lifts off, gets air, and the camera pans really quickly over to Shanty and Johnny.
Oh boy.
And we go, and there's like a little subtitle 10 minutes earlier. So, Shanty, you have 10 minutes. What do you want to do?
Go to my dad. Tell him that if I ain't coming back, it ain't 'cause I'm dead.
Yeah, no, we do this in character. That like you just arrived at your home. You are in the process of like either opening the door or knocking, whatever. Johnny's right
I'm
behind you.
gonna open my door. Not who knocks on their own door? Come on.
I don't know. Maybe a polite hillbillies. I don't fucking know.
So
Maybe your
Shanty
mother
opens
is
the
maybe your
door.
mother is waiting with a loaded gun all the time. Who knows?
Oh, jeez. Fuck.
Shotgun aimed at
Shanty
the window.
opens the door. He peeks inside. Pa, you home?
You hear a muffled voice from the I almost said garage. No. from the shower area. Just, yeah, I'm here, just getting ready for my second job. What you want, honey? No, you wouldn't say honey. What do we call it? What you want,
Honey?
sport?
Well, I just want to say that I'm gonna go on a little road trip with my pals. If I don't come home, it's like 'cause I'm dead.
I'll avenge your death, hon. It's okay.
Thanks, Pop. You're the best.
Yeah. Call us if you find the time, but not at work. Not at work though. Getting in trouble.
Clearly,
Don't
it was
worry,
Jesse
I
who
know.
needed the
Call the
help.
burner phone. Always the burner phone.
Yeah, and then wait, then a head appears from behind the shower curtain. It's literally like a shower in the wall, okay, with a shower
Yep.
curtain. It's like a head pops out. It's your father. He looks clean-ish. There's still some blood in his hair. You learned not to ask.
Looking good, Pops.
Oh, thanks. I think it does a lot for my hairstyle. Do you need anything? Do you need some spending money? Some provisions? Anything? There's a sandwich somewhere around here.
I'll take that sandwich. Aside from that, I think I'm good. Thanks, Pop.
All right. Have fun.
You too. And Shanty gets the sandwich.
You hear, wait, when you say you too, you hear a muffled, I will, and then someone cocking a gun.
No, Jesus.
Shanty grins to himself. It's a slightly uneasy grin. That's my Pops.
Johnny just nods gravely. It's not easy having a career father.
Well, he's always busy.
We should go. He reaches over to the fridge, pops it open, takes a sandwich out. The only thing in there, by the way. Actually, that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
true. There's some energy drinks in there too, some Red Bull, but that's it.
Perfect. Was Red Bull a thing back then?
Probably.
Probably. It's just some energy drinks. Like it's the
Fair
off-brand version. It's Blue Bill.
Yes,
Bill.
perfect.
Blue
Got
Blue
some
Bill.
Blue Bill.
Blue Bill gives you.
Got some.
What does it give you? Red Bull gives you wings.
Legs.
Blue Bill gives.
It,
Blue Bill
it
lets you
gives
run
you
fast.
legs.
No, Blue Bill lets you run fast. That's their slogan. It's terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, that took
I was swinging the purple stuff too.
about 5 minutes only. You can hear some noises from like over where Jesse lives. Someone's building something.
Huh.
Like it's like stone
Wonder
on
what
stone,
they're
and
up to.
then the sound like a big piece of plywood just lands on the ground, like this the plop sound, whatever, like a thud.
I wonder what's going on over there. Come on, Johnny, let's go check it out.
Probably nothing to worry about.
And so
You go over there again.
we go over there, yeah.
Right. Then that takes another another couple of minutes. You round. You know what? Let's make an X here, real quick. Like, let's assume you are somewhere here. And Billy, with his stupid fucking idea, is somewhere here-ish.
Yes, that's
What do you
about
mean,
right.
stupid idea?
With his great idea, somewhere here-ish. You take 5 minutes to
Gonna-
go over here. You come around here as you see the van. van. Drive up the ramp,
This is the best idea.
getting air as presumably Jesse has a silent scream just at the window, like Kevin in Home Alone. Just at the window.
So,
Oh
this,
my
by
God.
the way, is my bunk. So, what bonus am I getting for this? Because I need to roll for Wayfair.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So, like, juggling chainsaws
You have
is
the
minus
music.
3.
Wait,
but, you know,
wait.
skydiving without a parachute would be like 5.
I know. I'm debating because there is a limit still. There are still forces of nature at work, okay?
And
Fuck you!
You can't
I'm
make
a
the van
fucking-
fly. I'm gonna give you
I'm a
a
fucking bear. Yes, I can. I'm using magic.
I'm gonna give you a 3, okay?
I'm a fucking fairy. Let's do this. I'm gonna spend another point of willpower to get another success.
In fact, wait a
God.
moment. Wait, I'm gonna roll a dice here, real quick.
What's up?
Not a dice. I'm gonna coin 2. You get a 3, and you will not crash into the van in front of you, okay?
holy shit.
It's as nice as I'm gonna be here.
I will get 3 successes. That means, by the way, that I will have gone 5 stories up and 150 feet far. So around 30
That's outside.
meters.
Yeah, 150 feet is about 40, bit less. Actually, no, that's 45.
And as Shanty sees this going down, he just kind of stands there quietly, watches it, then leans over to Johnny and goes, "You know, Johnny, my boy, I have this strange sensation that this is going to be a rather harrowing kind of journey."
That actually was a menace. Anyway,
Even the puka's crying in the passenger
van.
seat.
the van goes 5 stories up and jumps 45 meters or 150 feet into another part of the trailer park.
Fuck yeah.
He does, by virtue of me having rolled a 2 instead of a 1, does not hit anything else while landing. Although you are taking off 1 satellite dish on the way there.
Rad.
Mark me down as scared and impressed,
Be held.
but mostly scared.
Mr. Parkinson is going to be so pumped that you finally got that damn satellite dish off of her trailer, but let's never do that again.
Right. So how long would you say does this take to jump all in all?
Fuck yeah.
from his car watching.
Evan's
Yeah.
point of view, he's like chilling in his fucking car reading like hot chicks and hot rods. Fucking looks up as he hears like the Dukes of Hazzard fucking horn and sees like the fucking trailer fly from one end to the fucking
Okay. You know what, Connor?
to the other.
Connor,
Yeah.
roll me a single D10.
I
We let the
regret
dice.
nothing.
We'll let the dice decide this.
1.
Jesus,
Wow.
you
I'm fucking committed.
against every possible odd. The camper van you jumped off your impromptu ramp comes down 10 feet next to Mitch's car. And
Wow.
just kind of crashes into the ground. the suspension almost giving way, but it's still good. It's still good. Mitch, of course, gets a bit of like dust and dirt and a bit of mud thrown in his face because well, it's right there. Shanty and Johnny, well, just saw the van kind of disappear over like not at the horizon, but over the next row of trailers.
It's like the ending of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
And that can't have taken too long. That was only like several seconds at most, because the van doesn't really glide.
They land and Jesse's still for a moment, and then his hands come up and they're shaky.
So I'm
And
gonna
he's
say,
just like,
okay, you
Told you I
first.
can drive!
You first. Goose.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty fucking cool.
Puka's crying in the passenger seat as she was like fist bumping.
Okay, let's see. That took at most, that took less than 10 seconds easily.
Shanty climbs the fence and like sort of runs over there, getting more and more panicked as he hears the sounds of Jesse weeping.
Billy, dude, that was the worst thing ever. But we gotta try it again at some point, all right? Do you hear me? Are you listening to the words I am saying?
Billy like dips out of the car, runs back to where they jumped.
Wait, what? You're
So-
running back to the same place?
Come back to me in a second.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Jesse
Shanty
leaves
runs up
the
to
So
van.
in normal speak, that was
Gent-
fucking cool, let's do it again.
There is
Like
Jesse.
Okay.
No, sorry. Shanty
That-
runs up to Jesse and reaches out and catches him before he falls on those
He does-
wobbly legs.
Yeah.
He doesn't fall. He has good balance.
So wait.
Oh my god,
So-
are you okay?
I'm gonna die. If
I
the
mean, we
winds of
all
this
are one
world,
day.
if the winds of this world don't kill me, then I have a sneaking suspicion that Billy just might kill me
Hey,
one day.
Connor.
Listen, we're all gonna
Yeah.
die one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connor, did I get this right? You're running back to your ramp?
Yeah. So after a second or two, Billy comes like sprinting back, dragging along the ramp.
Ah, hell no.
No, I wanted
Hell
Billy.
yeah!
No, Connor. When Billy gets back there, there's a small
Yeah.
child waiting, eyes wide open, mouth wide open, like that. Remember that kid in The Incredibles?
Yep.
When he lifts up the
That
car.
was totally wicked!
Yeah,
kid.
like that. The kid just stands there looking at you in just utter awe. It seems to be It seems to have been the only witness of this bullshit, by the way.
Legit. I like very gingerly like take the kid's hand, like curl up in a little fist and fist bump him, and then keep running.
God damn it.
You can hear
Jesse,
a
after
really real quick. You can almost. You can hear a really, really small. That was awesome. You run away.
Billy's running back to the car. Jesse's running back to his trailer. They pass each other. Jesse's like, hey, and keeps going. The Yakety Sax theme is playing in the distance. You don't know from where.
Someone
But-
someone is watching TV.
Jesse is gonna run back to his little slice of the trailer park and scoop up a sibling as he kind of like goes inside.
Yeah.
The sibling, by the way, is very used to the run by scooping that Jesse does offer.
I want to say it's the
Yeah.
one-eyed one.
Just a little guy. Just
Fire
a
brother.
drive by scooping.
Wait,
Goes
wait,
inside.
wait. No, I'm gonna roll for that. Just gonna toss a coin. It's a 2. No, it's the one with the switchblade.
Beautiful.
He gets a drive by
Oh
Switch.
yeah, Switchblade Susan. Such a good girl.
Hey, Susie.
Stabby Susie.
She waves at
Yeah.
you with the switchblade in her hand.
Stabby Sue.
Hey Jesse, how you doing?
So Jesse runs up, scoops Stab Sue up into his arms, and like kind of runs back inside. And he kind of closes the door behind him real quick, sets his sister down, and then tries to like kind of go for his little designated room.
Yeah.
And he starts digging through his stuff, and he takes a few things out from little like Tupperware containers that have been shoddily spray painted so you can't see the contents.
Right.
There's privacy. And he shoves stuff variously in his pocket, takes stuff out of his pocket, and then just kind of like starts going over to his mom's room. Mom?
No answer. You can hear someone snoring.
Jesse kicks a couple of the empty bottles aside and then goes to his siblings and picks the smallest one up and gives him a squeeze and then puts him down.
That's the one
The
I
No.
picked.
Nobody-
backpack one.
Yeah. All right. Look at me in my eyes.
He looks at you with his one eye. Clearly having trouble with depth perception right now.
Nobody tell Mom that I'm gonna be gone for a while, right?
Alright.
Love you, little rascals. Keep it clean, and if Mom starts to do the thing again, run over to Shanty's place. You got it?
Will do.
He pats him, gives hugs, some cheek kisses, and just books it out. Books it out of the trailer again.
I just imagine you just. And who do we not trust ever? The police.
Who do we never trust? The police. Good.
Popo!
And who gets shot on sight? The government.
You've been taught so well.
Okay.
And
So
just
anyway.
books it. So Jesse's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jesse's ready. Shanty's apparently ready. Johnny is already in the camper van. Just entered it without even asking or saying anything. Just gotta go to the toilet. Mitch is presumably.
Question.
Yeah.
Was that enough to inspire that child's dreams?
Oh my god.
You certainly inspired some kind of dream. Yeah, it might be a nightmare to be honest, but who knows? Small child.
Hooned,
Yeah.
hooned. If it's one of Jesse's siblings, that's a dream.
Yeah, no, clearly.
Because my musing threshold is
I
in
know.
fact foster dreams.
I know you
Perfect.
clearly did that. Although I want to argue it's not the most helpful or practical dream, or even the most aspirable.
Not even the most sane.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, are they supposed to be sane dreams?
It's like
Because
that
I don't
kid.
think they are.
That kid will grow up and follow his dream and build his own personal jetpack to fly into the sun.
Yep.
Billy, if you manage to get one of my siblings killed, I will gut you like a fish and leave you in the side of the street.
You'd never be able to prove it was my fault.
I don't think he's lying this time.
You gotta remember, kid, stay rad.
Stay rad.
Now it's about staying alive.
Oh man, you know what you missed there, Connor?
What?
You missed a great opportunity to give the kid your hat. Here you go. Here you go, champ. Just puts the hat on him.
It's
on
like-
the way back as I'm running, is the kid still there?
No,
Oh.
Aw.
no, the kid's gone.
Anyways, basically, what happens next is that when you perform your musing threshold, you take manipulation or an otherwise appropriate social score plus an ability that would suit the situation, such as empathy, performance, or leadership.
Performance, clearly.
Okay. And what I use, which social attribute? Charisma, manipulation, appearance. I doubt appearance would help.
Good question. I mean, if we could argue that appearance would also count for the sheer look of things. It looked fairly fucking impressive.
Well, appearance is actually just your
I
own
know.
physical appearance.
No, I know. I just. Let's see.
If you're talking about how well you portray something, that would be charisma.
Yeah, then charisma.
Okay. And then for every dot, I'm mostly bringing this up to show people how this works.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
For every, you then roll that against, I believe it was difficulty 6.
I think it's just standard, yeah.
Yeah, it's like difficulty 6. Normally there'd be like the perception plus kenning, but you know.
Yeah. Never mind that right now. You jumped the van, you deserve some reward.
That was a great idea.
It was not. It was not a great idea.
It was fucking fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lucky the cops didn't see it.
Fuck the cops.
Fuck the police. Hey, look at you.
Yeah, and what are they gonna fucking do about it?
Definitely not drive a camper van over a fence.
So you get 4 willpower back, I think.
You'll get 4. It's actually glamour.
Oh, glamour. Sorry.
Yep. This is one of the ways you get glamour, by doing cool stuff. Well, really, it's by inspiring people. In this occasion, Billy's musing threshold is fostering dreams, which is basically what happened with the kid. But that being said, it's kind of like a different way. You inspire somebody in your own specific way.
Yes. So clearly,
Using the
yeah.
power
If you
of
want glamour,
magic.
jump a van of a makeshift ramp in the middle of a trailer park. Clearly, it's the only way.
That's how you do it.
It's the
Yeah,
only
only
way
way.
to do it. We all learned that now.
Yeah, man. I'm back at full glamour.
What are you?
Hella.
Where do you stash your ramp?
I duct tape it to the top of the car.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That will fall off, you know that. That will clearly fall off. I'm just saying.
We can fix it more. We can do something better in a bit. I can stop by my house.
Ugh. Mitch!
Let's
I
fucking
am
do this shit.
Scared?
Mitch, let me reiterate. A camper van landed next to ye out of the clear blue sky, and you got dirt and mud in your face.
Yeah, and it was pretty fucking cool.
Fair enough. It's a fair enough reaction. Okay, so what's your next step? You just leave?
Fucking.
Actually, who's gonna drive the van?
I am.
No. No.
Obviously,
No, no,
I've
no, no, no,
proven
no, no.
that I can totally drive the van.
You proved
I
that you
have
can-
a dot in drive. But,
You-
you know,
Too bad.
it's kind of
You
big.
I'm already in the
Okay,
driver's seat.
no, you proved that you can fly the van. We haven't seen you drive it.
Jesse has a dot and drive.
Please take the wheel.
Please.
Jesse,
Too
take
late.
the
Johnny
wheel.
will,
Too late.
Jesse will open up the door and like wrap his arms around Billy and like kind of like no.
Just slowly starting to press the accelerator.
No.
Stops.
Billy, I'm pretty
Takes
sure
off a
everybody
parking
would
brake.
be a little bit more at ease if you could let Jesse take the wheel of his camper van.
I
Oh,
can't even
wow.
drive, but I bet I got a better. I'm willing to bet I'm better at it than you are.
That's a bold-faced lie. I've seen you drive so many times.
You're cramping my style.
People are so dumb. What a dumb group of kids. Good God.
This is actually a pretty accurate depiction of a group of people from my old town.
I know.
Oh my god.
Same
I was
here.
listening to the first session, and it was basically you guys just ripping on my previous town with
What the
pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
all shit towns are kind of the same. I could use a lot from mine, so. In fact, we don't even have a cinema here.
fuck? Jesus.
Oh wow.
Although I
They say
think
if
we
you
still
go into
had
the
one.
cinema at night,
I think we still have one at 91.
if you go into the cinema at night, there's a haunted usher who will come out and like slam your head with a flashlight until your brain explodes.
That sounds like fun.
That's stupid. Anyways,
Anyways, who's driving the
No, I
van?
totally seen him.
Billy
Who's
starts
driving?
pressing down the accelerator and rolls forward.
Jesse,
We gotta go! The
Jesse-
cops are coming. They are not ready for this amount of radical.
Jesse scrambles for Billy, takes him, and like starts to pull him back, like.
I'm
Jesse,
already in the driver's seat. We're going.
Jesse was already in the driver's seat, and then you pulled him out and put him in the passenger side.
You know what? Let's handle this
We're
with
going.
let's handle this with strength checks.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Johnny, stand there and look pretty,
Strength and brawl.
like a fucking slap fight.
Yeah,
All
more or
right,
less.
strength and brawl.
Just slapping and pulling each other. That's basically brawl.
Sure.
Difficulty.
Yeah, 6.
Difficulty. I just an opposed roll. It's always 6.
Ah,
Wow.
Fuck.
I failed
Fuck.
spectacularly.
Ooh.
Wow.
And Connor gets hopefully also only once. Nope. I guess
Dickies.
Connor stays in the driver's seat, which means I need a drive check from him, and he has nothing in it. Ah, great.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay. This is an 80s camper van. It will not have power steering. So give me strength and drive.
Okay. I got a success.
Wow. One entire success.
Isn't that negated by the 1?
I got 0 successes.
Yeah. The van drives forward like almost immediately, basically, for an onlooker after the point blank landing. Very great. The van rolls forward, hits the chain link fence, slowly drives over it as it gets bent into the side with a horrible sound, and then it scratches on the side. Still the horrible sound. It's super slow. Like windows are beginning to open, faces appear, people are looking. What the fuck is happening? As Billy slowly demolishes the side of the van.
You know, I'm really starting to like this guy. Says
And
Jesse.
he's not stopping, by the way. It's just it's going on. It'll take a bit. That sort of noise.
Go faster!
Billy stops, like, throws in reverse, backs up like a quarter of an inch.
Same
And
noise.
keeps going forward.
The same
Johnny.
noise, only shorter.
Johnny, stand there and look pretty.
Johnny comes out of the toilet. Johnny comes out of the toilet, stands up. What?
Yeah, the
It's
man,
like-
stand there, look. I mean, do something. Pull him out of the driver's seat or something.
It just like face palms and points at Billy, who is apparently a little bit stronger than Jesse, who's he heard?
Okay, Johnny sees Billy in the driver's seat, not knowing what the hell he's doing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Looks to Jesse and says, I don't like to be objectified like this. Goes over, pulls Billy out of the seat. Do I even have to roll strength here? I don't think I have to. Although I
What's
can.
Johnny's trick?
Well, let's do this. Let's strength and brawl. Let's do it.
I was just wondering what his strength was. All right.
4.
Oh, all right, yeah. Trying to try this way, my ball.
That was wrong. That was an 84. What am I doing?
Jeez.
Wow.
1?
World star.
1 against
Oh,
1.
World star.
Just one.
But my strength was, I
Huh.
think, higher, so we can probably go with that. Yeah, I have 1
Oh, you
more.
sure won?
So Billy Billy is clamoring to the wheel like his life depends on it. Just, no, I want to drive. This is my life now. I'm gonna stay here forever. I love this.
Jesse slips behind the wheel, puts on the brake, puts it in reverse.
Yeah, meanwhile, Johnny just drags him out of the driver's seat. Just kind of unclamps his hand from the wheel.
Horrible execution. You did terribly, Johnny. But you were great for a first starter, Billy.
He was not.
So Jesse just backs up and just kind of easy does it, going the way that isn't the fence.
Yeah, give me a
That is an
drive.
option.
Give me a drive and
Was
strength.
totally gonna
Drive.
fight that fence.
Strength and
Let's see
drive
if you take apart the
and
fence with you.
difficulty
6, just normal. Yeah.
6s.
No problem. You you back up a bit. You actually, turn the fucking car. You use the wheel.
Holy shit.
And you drive past the now broken fence without taking a piece of it with you. Which would be hilarious though. But oh well. The dice have decided. The dice have decided. Mitch, do you want to follow them with, I want to assume, some safety distance?
Well, yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna have to keep some level of distance.
Well, yeah, they're dangerous
From
as
these
fuck. What if
hooligans.
they break?
Yeah.
As you drive away, you can hear like loud voices. Just, what the hell happened? What was that? Oh, I know that was that weird kid, isn't it? Honey, the weird neighbor's kid broke the fence. Drove the other way. And then you hear, as you you're almost out of hearing range, and then you hear that this is the police. Just calm down, and then you're gone. So
Well.
yeah.
Huh.
So you got away like bandits there. Really shitty bandits.
Well, it could have gone like better. Could also have gone a lot worse.
You got away like them Duke boys.
Shanty, Jesse will say, patting the seat beside him as he turns on the radio.
Shanty will hop into the seat with a big grin.
What is the radio
Oh,
set to?
shotgun!
What's the radio set to, Coops?
It's set to like the local station, so any news stuff that comes up.
Well, for now, it's just playing 80s music.
Do you seem to have a physical attraction?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Ah,
It's one of
yes,
those-
80s music. Or as
It's
they
one of-
called it in the early 90s, music.
No, still 80s music.
Slowly drives you apart.
Get used to it. That station will play the same songs for 30 years to come.
Yep. Jesse just drives down the road.
You get on the road, drive past. The police is now occupied with in the trailer park. Because apparently
We
something
lured
happened.
them in.
Oh yeah, it was all part of the plan, clearly.
Hell
Good work, Billy, for your foresight.
Your excellent planning skills.
Yes,
What's the worst that could have happened?
could have died.
Life. Life could have
Are you
happened.
sure?
You could have
And by
landed.
life, I mean death.
You could have landed on someone.
Are you
Just wanna-
sure?
I'm just pointing it out. You could
I
have
was
landed on Mitch.
totally in control of that.
Could have landed on Mitch.
Yeah.
Totally in
And
control of all
In
that.
fact, that I should have done that. Like, a 1 means you land right on top of Mitch's car.
God damn it.
But I didn't because that would be mean.
But don't.
Yeah, that would be really mean.
It would.
but
Next
not
time.
too long after they get on the actual road part, Jesse will reach his hand out of the window so it's in view of Kevin, and just kind of motion for him to like come up and then go ahead, like go as in like go in front of. Because Jesse has no fucking clue where to go. You motion for somebody to go in front of you.
Yeah,
Oh.
like you wave them in front of you.
Oh.
Because Jesse has no idea where to go. He is 14 and
right.
very dumb.
That Jesse is not that dumb.
He's
Jesse has
very
like
dumb.
Jesse has 3 intelligence. He's actually one of the smartest persons in the group. How scary is that?
Oh, I love that.
He's a pigeon.
Pigeons are smart.
He has pigeon intelligence.
Anyway. Okay. Let's see. Does one of you have?
Consider for a moment who he's with.
Oh yeah, you're dragging
Yeah.
the average intelligence down by a lot. Don't worry about that. Does one of you have Grimoire? Grimoire, the
Grimoire?
knowledge of, well, Fae and stuff.
Grimoire?
Grimoire, yeah.
I do.
I think I do.
Okay, because roll me intelligence in that.
Sure. Difficult.
In fact, all of you. But
Okay.
for the rest of you, it will be harder.
Knowledge is, what's the difficulty?
6.
For those without, that is a +3 difficulty. So 9.
Yep.
I'll get 3 successes.
Let's see.
Alright, so it was what? Intelligence and what
Grimoire,
was it
yeah.
again? Grimoire. Okay.
It's in knowledges.
Oh, wow.
And intelligence and.
Wow, actually makes it.
Wow.
Why can't I see it on the thing?
I don't
She
know.
seemed to have a physical attraction.
I do not have it.
Yeah,
That song is
that's
so
why
sexy.
your difficulty will be 9. Same as
Yeah, whatever. I'm just doing it normally.
do it.
Let's get
Six.
physical.
Runs through my veins. Toes.
One
I'm just
success.
gonna roll something else I'm gonna roll etiquette because, well,
No,
don't have that
intelligence.
either.
No, intelligence and Grimoire.
I don't have grimoire, so I'm rolling etiquette instead.
But why?
What?
Because it's not on my list.
Isn't it?
Oh.
It should be under your knowledges.
No, she means the
It-
dice pool list.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't seeing it either, so I just rolled it normally. Or
You're
so
right,
I
it's not
rolled
in
it
there.
manually.
Yeah, it's not in there. That's weird.
Oh, come with me.
Let's keep that
Oh.
in mind.
Why that? It has a cult too for some reason. Anyways, I was just using the dice roller window.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
that's-
in
yeah,
there,
that's-
apparently. Doesn't matter. Let's
The
see.
dice roller?
Yeah, the Grimoire is not in the list there.
No,
Yeah.
you just look it up. Look at what it is on your sheet. Go to the fucking die icon. Open up the box, and then you're good. You have the dance rolls right there.
Okay. Anyway. Let's see. Jesse knows. Billy knows. Kevin also knows.
Shanty does not know.
Shanty does not know, and let's just do Johnny for the sake of completion.
Oh, come with me.
And we will
Johnny
see.
knows.
Jesus fuck.
What the hell? Okay, so
How?
I don't know. So the only one kind. So in all of your minds, even Kevin's, who is not really in the same room as you, there's this big question: where do we go now? And at the same time, it pops into all of your heads, except Shanty, who's just standing there looking at nothing. Duh.
He's not standing anyway. He's sitting there looking.
He's sitting in the
there.
passenger seat,
He's
chewing
just-
gum.
He's busy
Yeah.
eating his peaches and chili.
Oh God, yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, he's busy eating his awful, awful breakfast. But the rest of you,
Hey!
the rest of
He's-
you,
he's
But
real
why
fucking
though?
the rest of you remember something that you got all taught by other changelings in the city. There weren't many, so you kind of all met the same people over time.
Remember, it ain't gay if it's in a hot tub.
Exactly. But apart from that, which you also learned, it's very important. No, the one thing you learned was the location of the nearest freehold, where you can go
Oh.
if there's any trouble, or if there's any time you need to hide from something. If there's anything that's dangerous to you and you need other Fae or other changelings or anything really, you need help. You go to Sioux Falls, and there's a trot in one of the canals, and you all know, in theory where it is. You weren't there, obviously, but you know the location. Like you could find it on a map, probably. And that
And
seems
Shanty
like the best.
pipes up. So y'all, where are we gonna go next?
I'm going to turn everyone into the police for kidnapping,
I don't want to be a police.
for assaulting and kidnapping me.
No,
You were stealing.
While we did do those things,
I didn't steal anything in my life.
I'm the most honest person you will ever meet. Anyway, Johnny will look at Shanty. Go. Should go to Sioux Falls.
Oh! Right!
Wait,
Shanty has a flashback.
Connor.
Shanty has a flashback to an older man telling him about, and if you are ever in danger, listen to me, this is very important. You go to, and then Shanty just spaces on blah 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 blah. Did you hear that, Shanty?
Blah blah.
And yeah, then it's like, and if you only take one thing away from this conversation, Shanty, it should be that information. And Shanty would be like, okay.
Got it. Yes, yeah. I'll remember that.
Yeah, so Shanty knows check shit.
Oh, man, even the employee at the store was like, no, he didn't steal anything. Why did you assault him?
Hell, they didn't listen at that
Just
point.
said stop him.
The one time that Billy listened to authority. And look what happened. Learn your lesson, Connor.
I'm a beautiful innocent. What have you done
Yeah.
to me?
Connor, learn
Now
your
I'm
lessons.
turning to a life of crime.
From now on, it's disobedience all the way.
Seems legit.
Anyway, yeah. Sioux Falls is about. I actually wrote this down. Hang on.
Yeah.
Sioux Falls is about 300 kilometers away. That is a 5-hour drive. I think that's like 450. No, it's not 400. Like 200 miles or so, something like that. It's a 5-hour drive at like a normal speed, so quite a lot. Jesse.
Fucking party.
Jesse,
What do you
roll
want
me.
from me?
I want you to roll drive. I want you to roll drive and perception.
Fine. Submit difficulty.
6. In fact, Shanty can do that too.
Yay! Drive and whatnot.
Shanty should do it. Drive and
Well,
perception.
okay. Perception.
Oh.
Drive. Yay!
Okay,
2
good.
successes.
Yay! Vindicated. Good.
Vindication!
Jesse
I don't
is
know much, but I do
Yeah.
know how to drive a car.
Jesse is way too busy actually driving to pay much attention to the dashboard. However, Shanty can see that the fuel gauge is dipping way too fast.
Y'all, I think something might be up with the tank. 'Cause we run out of fuel.
You also notice at this rate, it's unlikely you will make it to Sioux Falls with what fuel you have. So you will have to go to a gas station, I guess.
Like a lot of fuel.
Jesse takes a glance at the gas gauge, and all those who are in that little camper with him can just hear the most beautifully spoken fuck that you've ever heard. Because Jesse does have voice of a songbird. So he is very pretty to listen to, but
Oh,
he
fuck.
is very pissed.
Oh, that was beautiful, Jesse.
Just sings a
Oh
cappella with himself.
fuck! Oh
Shanty,
fuck!
hit me with a C.
C.
Shit. See?
It just matches the pitch in a long note of fuck.
See?
What is the money situation?
Well,
It
do you know the money
exists.
situation for Jesse?
Shit, I didn't think about any of that.
Jesse,
Mitch, how is your gas looking? I guess you went off of a full tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So at least you shouldn't have any problems.
damn, I wish I had walkie-talkies, but like 16 of them.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good thing to have.
Let's keep that in mind.
So they're gonna need to stop at a gas station.
Presumably. And maybe have a look at, like, I don't know, the fuel lines, the tank, whatever.
Cause, yeah. Jesse doesn't even look at Shanty. But do you think we should motion to Kevin up front that something's definitely okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we probably should.
No, here's what you do. Goops. Nudge his car, just drive into his rear and go, everything's A-okay over here. Nothing to worry about.
Shanty's like
Just-
poking halfway out the window. We're okay!
Everything's A-okay.
Oh shit, they're dying.
Oh shit.
We ain't never had no problem in any of our lives.
Poor Kevin.
Ah.
This is the best day
Fuck.
ever.
Ah,
It's
fuck.
the best day ever. Anyways,
Best day ever.
so are we like running out of gas?
Jesse just points at the little gas thing with this look that you cannot decipher the look on his face, but you can tell that just maybe he wants to name someone something possibly for this day and how it's going.
I think like that's no bueno, man. Stuff with
No,
gas.
it's fine. This old clunker's a real gas guzzler. That's just it. That's the only problem.
Just fucking
Totally.
pull over.
It's not like anyone could have ruptured the fuel line or something by letting it fall from the skies. Preposterous.
Nope.
I would like to note that Wayfair does actually protect you on the fall.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Oh,
Yeah, otherwise
You
it'd,
did
like,
drive over a
fucking
fence.
explode
You
after-
did drive over a fence, though.
Yes, that however is totally fair.
Jesse will pull over with Kevin and hop out of his car after putting it in park and just kind of look underneath.
You see wetness. Like there's a leak and there's some fuel coming out. Not a ton, but enough to be noticeable.
Billy, buddy, dude.
What up?
I'm getting the. Let me get the fucking duct tape.
I don't have any. Certainly not in a cupboard anywhere.
Mitch would have. Like Kevin.
I
Mhm.
have fucking rolls of this shit.
Look, Kevin is prepared for a road trip. He has ropes, cable binders, duct tape. You never know
Jesse,
who you meet
just like-
on the way.
A hacksaw.
Jesse
A
will
jerry
take off
can
his.
of gas.
Okay, Coops, go ahead.
Alright. Jerry will take off his jacket and hand it to Shanty because he's the only fucker in this group of fuckers that he trusts with his jacket. But then he just kind of like eases back onto the ground and like kind of like just shoves himself underneath the vehicle.
What would
Shanty
any of us
would-
do to your jacket?
Shanty will take the jacket as if the Holy Grail was given to him.
Step aside, you bitch. The shit's fucked. Let me unfuck it.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you also crawl
I
underneath?
ain't ever seen him take his jacket
Yeah.
off.
I will grab duct tape and yeah, I'll just also crawl under.
Jesse kind of reaches for the duct tape, but when he sees Kevin, like, no, fuck you, this is my time to shine. Back off. He just kind of like slowly like slides himself out from underneath the car.
Get out so I can unfuck it, you fuck. Like, oh shit, the knock's here. Get out of the way.
This shit is literally in my blood.
This shit is literally fucked into
Oh,
my brain.
hey, Billy, dude, could you check out my eye for a second and see if there's any junk coming out of it? And he's like rubbing the corner of his eye with like his middle finger only.
Nah, bro, you good.
Thanks.
Okay, Jesse and Kevin. I'm gonna need a perception and which one was the one? Was it technology for like normal stuff or was it craft?
It depends. Technology is like, well, basically tech. Craft automobile would
Yeah,
also be a big
which
thing.
is what I have.
Yeah, craft then. No, because
I have craft automobile.
yeah,
Craft automo car.
yeah, you do that, and Jesse just gives me a normal craft with a higher difficulty.
All right.
So it's 6 for Mitch, unless he has some bonus for that. Don't know.
Yes. Master Craftsman reduces the difficulty for building, repairing, and designing shit by 2.
There you go then. That's a 4 for you,
Neat.
Yeah.
and that would be a 7 for Jesse. Look at that. you
Shit's
both-
unfucked.
Yeah, so you both
I'm
find the
looking
problem.
forward to that.
Or the problems. First of all, the bottom of the vehicle, not in that good a shape. Like, without magic, you should not drive it over ramps. Good thing it was magic. You should also not drive over fences for that matter. You shouldn't drive over anything, really.
Just don't drive.
Other than the fucking road.
Yeah, second, there is indeed a fault in the fuel line. There's like, in fact, there are more than one fault. It's full of tiny little holes.
Rats.
Kind of literally, yeah. So at least you know it wasn't Billy's fault.
It just feels
Well, not
good to blame him.
entirely his fault.
Not entirely. But yeah,
I'm
something.
Getting handled with radical.
Yeah, something like the.
Oh, I
that
mean, it was
fuel line-
totally fucking worth it.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah,
There's
Like,
no.
that feline got
like-
fucked up.
This is an easy thing to unfuck.
Yeah.
So I'm, going to make it unfucked.
Just put the duct tape over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should hold until you can make it to a gas station and have some, I don't know, something more
Dude.
permanently done with it.
Actually, wait. I'll take fucking flex tape.
Flex tape.
Oh wow,
Bam.
man, you are prepared for pick up hitchhikers, aren't you?
I don't want to read into that too much.
That
hold on,
shit.
Mitch. Question: how do you only have 5 dice for your craft Automo car?
Or that was perception and not intelligence or dex. I only have a 3 in perception.
Still worked.
How do you only have 5 dice? Do you only have 2 dots of crafts?
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yep.
I mean, I have 3 dots of tech.
Yeah, but tech is for anything.
But
with
then
a,
again, that might be backwards. So let me just switch those.
yeah, tech. One of the two was for stuff that has like integrated circuitry only, and the other one was for.
Technology is basically electronics, computers, that kind of stuff, cameras.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
I
you
did
want
that backwards.
Yeah, you want craft. I'm still
we're
thinking
good.
about a way to actually bring you near a computer because it's 1991 and none of you know what to do with a computer.
God damn it.
That's like before Windows 9.1, by the way.
There's also a knowledge compute. Oh, right. This is not meant to be modern day.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's the 90s.
The early 90s. Like I said, Windows 9.1 isn't even out.
We
All
got
right.
Amigas and shit, bro.
So, do you want intelligence craft or dex craft to unfuck
put tape
the car?
on it? To put tape on it?
Yeah.
Dexcraft.
I mean, then again, I really don't think I even need to roll for this, but I will.
You can roll,
See
but
how far you fuck it.
unless you, how would you even fail at that? Like realistically, you just
I don't know,
You
but I'm
just-
going to
you
get
just
another
like
3
leaving it-
successes.
the others just pull you out and there's like tape stuffed in your mouth and you're suffocating. I don't know what happened.
I mean, yeah, Mitch just fucking crushed the test. So, you know. he's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
you expertly apply
Shit
the
should
flex
hold
tape.
for. Shit should hold for like a few months.
I wouldn't risk it for a few months, but yeah, it should hold.
Really, he would be rolling to see if he like missed a hole or some shit.
Yeah, I assume that's what the rolling was for.
He got it all. The leak should be fixed for now. You still need more gas, but that should be
Yeah,
relatively
and
easy.
I would have had a jerry can of gas, which should get you to a gas station.
Yay! There you go,
What,
then.
you
This
mean
is
you
what-
can't just fucking cantrip the gas back into the engine? What the fuck, Mitch?
I believe I can do that eventually.
Actually, yeah, you
Act-
could eventually.
You can't just conjure up gas out of nowhere.
Actually, wait a second. Would that be Wayfair or Pyretics?
Wayfair or whatever exactly you wanted to do. It could be primal, however you wanted to affect the manifest. It also depends whether it's nature or prop based off of who's
Oh, yeah,
wins.
or you could just
I mean,
visit
yeah,
the gas
obviously it would be
station.
prop. I mean, obviously
if
it
you're
would be
not
prop
boring
since,
about it.
it's just gasoline
Yeah.
and also a car.
Coops, I don't know where you got this picture, but it's great.
What?
So with 2 dots of in each prop in Wayfair, could I make gasoline?
I have no idea.
Or could
Be a
I
teleport.
make a car work without gasoline?
That might be much more difficult because I mean, you'd have to change the entire like engine and stuff, right?
No, it's just clever application of fuck you.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I mean,
I don't know
the
if you can
engine.
do it with Wayfair though.
I mean, the engine works on tiny controlled explosions. You can probably simulate those with magic.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially with
So-
pyretics.
I would like to note that we are literally fucking Otherkin who's using special fairy dream stuff to do crazy fucking magic.
That-
Yeah.
Totally.
Unhitch yourself from reality.
At what point did you decide that after we took a fucking hard left off of the cliff away from reality that we should try like vainly waving our arms like a shitty bird?
Wow. Wow.
Fucking where is
Connor
Josh?
has a
He's definitely
point.
gonna change
He's
something.
calling you
He
out. Coop.
does.
Who
Like,
says I'm calling Goops out?
You said shitty bird.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Okay, no, if you want to fuck around with magic to get the gasoline back or make the engine run on dreams and fairy dust, go ahead if you have the dots for that.
You're joking, but that's actually what fucking glamour is.
I know, yeah. So if you want to try that, hey,
This would be a wonderful
implying
moment to play
implying
the
I've
world
ever
as a
actually
wizard
had to
jizz.
put gas in my car.
I'm just saying, you have a jerry can full of gas. You don't need to force magic into this. It seems like I mean at the same time you're
I-
teenagers, so I don't know.
I have a endless fucking can of gas because I
Endless, really?
keep fucking magicking it. I mean, as long as
Ah.
I keep as long as I keep cantripping it, I can.
Ah,
It'll have gasoline.
that's fair.
It'll always have as much as I need to fill the tank.
That is fair. Anyway, so you're
Yep.
gonna refill the tank with gas now or not?
Yeah. And while I'm out there, I may as well fill my own car's tank up.
Woo.
Even though you know it's only like a few gallons.
Yeah, that's
from being full.
that's a bit veering into obsessive territory right there. Ooh, oh, stop! Have to fill the
It's
fill the tank. Fill
the
up the tank.
you know
Tank
that
must, tank must
that
be
would
filled all
fit with this
times.
character, but
Tank must be filled all
after
times. All times.
The tank must flow.
after the tank must flow.
The gas must
Um,
flow.
The gas must flow.
After Kevin is done, Jesse will seem to kind of struggle with words for a second, but then just like make a frustrated sound and like just hold out a stick of gum for him.
Thanks.
He looks down and just
Anyway,
gives
your
Kevin a
shit's
thumbs up.
unfucked. Anyway, your shit's unfucked. It should be okay.
That'll be $5,000.
Hey.
Woohoo! Shit's
Unfucked your
unfucked.
But Jesse, all covered in bruises, will go back and take his jacket back and ruffle Chanty's hair as he pulls the jacket back on.
Shanty will grin and look enchanted.
I have unfucked your fucked.
I have unfucked your fuck. What the fuck are you gonna do now, you fuck?
Fuck about it? Say
Shady.
fucking
I like it.
thanks.
Oh, Kevin, you did a shit job. Never do that again.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's fucking go.
Off we
Eh.
are!
Jesse hops back into the car. Also,
Any of y'all fucks want to ride in my car? As opposed to that dumb fucking thing?
I'm good in the dumb
Kevin
fucking
will
thing.
say, pointing at the RV.
this is a
Good
precious
listen.
family heirloom, you monster.
Yeah, exactly. Mine actually is.
Also, it's spacious.
Mitch,
Yes.
Behind Kevin. Kevin hears behind him the like a soft squeaking, like from his car suspension. Will you look or not?
Yeah, I'll, it's probably nothing, but I'll check.
Johnny just got in the like the passenger seat. It kind of, went down a bit because he weighs a lot.
Okay, anybody else? Literally anybody else?
Johnny will remember that.
No?
Johnny's
Okay,
a
fuck
big
you
fat
guys.
bitch.
I'm gonna go hang out with Johnny, because he's fucking cool.
Johnny is fucking cool.
Yeah, he's cooler than you shits. Let's go.
Nice save there. It's just no. Okay, it's like Johnny will remember this and then smiley.
Aw.
He's not totally emotionless, He likes some company too. Some shield for when something happens.
Jesse goes back to the car, climbs in.
So what is your next stop, or do you wanna drive straight to that freehold?
Let's drive straight there.
Okay,
Or
that's
maybe
And
it would be a
unless
good
any
idea
of
to
you-
go and get some gasoline first.
We
Because we
already
did
got
lose a
gas.
bit.
I just filled your goddamn tank.
I mean, fair enough.
he conjured some up. I was wondering more in terms of like getting some food on the way or something, maybe.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah, no.
food.
Jesse was somewhat correct. There are cans of like chili and like canned fruits and like water and stuff inside of that vehicle. There's not the thing is that he said that there was as if somebody was expecting to just go for a long time.
Okay, so in essence, you should stop somewhere for food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got some fucking Twinkies. I could bake a cake real quick since I have the mix for that. I have some
Just
cereal.
shoveling dried
Uh,
cake mix into your mouth.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I make the cake in my
Yeah.
tummy.
I
I got
got
sandwich.
some cookies. I got some chips.
Look, you got cornflakes.
Cheetos.
You got cornflakes and you got water. What more do you need?
No.
Shoot,
I
y'all
don't
never
got
been out on the road
fucking
before?
cornflakes. I got Lucky Charms and Tricks, the good shit.
Yeah, but do you have
Oh.
milk?
Yes, actually. Both regular and chocolates.
Oh wow.
God damn.
Is it
Color me
refrigerated?
impressed.
Yeah, I have a cooler.
Oh.
It also has some Mountain Dew in it if you want that with your cereal. I mean, I'm not gonna judge, we've all been there.
He's so prepared.
Dude, that's like all super unhealthy for you.
You're teenagers.
But it's all delicious.
Look,
I am a
you are all at most 17. You can eat plastic. It won't kill you at this point. You can digest anything.
You gotta like get some veggies and shit in there, man.
Why the
Just
fuck would I want to have vegetables?
I have green
Be
Fruit
healthy and
Loops.
stuff.
I have green Fruit Loops. That's a vegetable.
Wheat's a vegetable, isn't it?
Pizza is not a vegetable, despite the common myth.
No, wheat. It's a plant. It's in there.
Oh, WED.
No,
No.
WHEAT, wheat.
Wheat.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought you meant weed because both could be argued are vegetables, I guess.
Arguably, I suppose.
Bro, you want to get like your balanced meal, have like a salad or some shit. Get your veggies, apples.
Say so the plan is stop at a gas station for some salad. Maybe some sushi.
Sounds about right.
Stop at a gas station for salad. Do not stop at anything for anything at a gas station unless you want fucking like leaf aids or something.
Man, I want some sushi. Let's go to a gas station.
I want some botulism.
So,
Yeah, bro.
seriously though, what is the plan? Do you just, I mean, obviously you're just gonna go on the road and drive, and it will take like 5 hours at least to get to the freehold.
Obviously.
But do you actually want to stop somewhere on the way, or not?
Sure. What's on the way?
That's a good question. Let me look at the map.
A bunch of
Well,
stuff.
you could stop by at Gettysburg, not the famous one, Gettysburg, South Dakota.
Get this, Berg.
It's I looked it up.
Sure.
It's a town of like 1,300 people that has nothing going for it.
God damn.
Why not?
We could go for or we could go to one of the small town America diners.
For
Malt,
instance.
malt, 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 malt. Fries!
Yeah, exactly.
Small
His
fries.
unholy
Shit's
carnal
fucking
desire
delicious.
for fries in his little, like, pigeon body.
Well, let's look at the map. If you go for Sioux Falls from where you are,
He
what are
will
big
deep
towns?
throat fries.
Yeah, big towns. You see Aberdeen, Redfield, Mitchell. There's
Hey.
an actual town called Mitchell. Yeah, Salem. Is that the actual town Salem, the famous one, or not? I don't
No.
know.
Probably.
It's
No,
not
that's
famous
in
Probably
or
not
that's
because it's
in
South Dakota.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. South Dakota has nothing. Like, really
It's
nothing.
got the south part of Dakota.
It's like Dakota, but south.
At least North Dakota has Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, South
nothing.
Dakota has nothing.
It's absolutely fucking nothing at all. Their capital is named Pierre. Come on.
Pierre.
You
Just
see,
Pierre.
you're born in South Dakota, so that you can move to someplace better.
As I always like to say, it's a lot like Green Bay, where the primary reason that people work in these areas is so they can have enough money to get out of said areas. Boring as shit.
Yeah.
It's like the retirement home as a state.
Jeez.
Though I gotta admit, I do like how straight all the roads are. Just look at this.
Wow.
Just straight
Yeah, man.
highways through whatever.
Well,
Works.
when there's nothing to block the way.
Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, you're somewhere between Mobridge and Aberdeen, up north. Sioux Falls is a bit down there, the bottom. That's about 5 hours, or so said Google Maps.
It also depends on traffic.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
it's a lot of
There's probably
traffic in
not-
South
there's
Dakota.
a lot of
That's
traffic in South Dakota.
non-existent. Hey, Billy,
What?
your jams suck dick.
What?
Your jams suck dick. And he points at the CD player.
Oh yeah, what's playing right now?
It's just fucking playing the Dukes of Hazzard theme on repeat.
Oh god,
Beautiful.
it just became something in the background.
No, he had switched it to the radio, but he was kind of like insinuating that, hey, if you want to put your cool jams on, then just do it.
Billy Mash is in a compilation of Thrasher songs.
I guess they ride.
They ride.
Yeah. Has anybody heard Thrasher before?
It sounds very familiar.
Doesn't ring a bell.
It is
Nope.
very teens metal band.
Yeah.
It is speed metal from the 1990s.
Oh god.
Let me show. Like, just look up their logo.
Okay, fine. Thrasher. It's probably something wholesome, right? Something wholesome and non-violent. Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Good lord, that looks shitty. All right.
Evil. Enter the grave.
It's like, ooh, baby's first Photoshop effects. Anyway, we've been playing for well over 3 hours. I think this is actually a good time to put the break in.
All right.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
And for next time, I will find a little map for Sioux Falls because it's a real place. It has to have a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll make it a lot easier.
Meanwhile,
So
I
XP.
have actually gotten the ground floor of the map that we're going to use for my campaign down.
When you're not sick anymore, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What?
the
Where?
pony final, the
What?
pony final campaign, the only other one
Yeah.
we're running right now because yours is
Yep.
on break.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway,
but yeah. Sorry.
what?
Sorry, I was just gonna drop a few fun facts, but you're like saying something actually important.
No. You just drop some facts. I'm just looking for the right page here.
Oh, I was gonna say like Thrasher is actually a magazine. It was a skater magazine, and they had a bunch of compilations of like punk rock bands from California, and they
Ooh,
sell them in like lists and CDs. So you get like -1, the Faction. God, what else? Drunk Engines
It
and
like
Locals.
just saying, oh, a magazine with a CD. That's already so fucking 20 years ago. It's great.
It actually didn't come with CDs. It just gave you lists of music
that's
that
even-
people would then put on the CDs.
Oh man.
Like this is our favorite this is our favorite playlist.
Oh man, the age before the internet. It was a weird time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so XP.
Yeah.
We all
Each
laughed.
each of you gets 1 point automatically.
Yay.
For being upright and sucking air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Sweet.
hard, but you managed it. Learning curve.
It's like Lucio, we exist. We're good
Did
at
any
it.
of you learn anything over the course of this session?
I learned that Connor's character is a downright maniac.
We already
Very-
know.
Don't trust Billy.
I
At
think
least
you
not as far
mean
as you can throw him.
fucking cool.
I'm gonna say that none of that qualifies for a learning curve.
And Johnny remembers things.
Johnny will remember.
Oh yeah. Johnny will remember that.
Johnny remembers things.
Okay, so none for that. We'll get to that eventually, I hope. Role playing, everyone gets a point. Go. Heroism. No.
Why
Hey.
not?
Hey, Shanty plucked a possum off of or
That's not heroic. That's
It
just
is.
a possum.
It is. It's super
oh wait, no,
heroic.
Johnny put the possum backwards. Mama could find it. That's pretty heroic.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's like
Yes,
the
it is.
anti of taking a kitten out of a tree.
I inspired a tiny child to dream.
That was
Aw.
not heroic in
It was
any
heroic.
way,
It was.
shape, or
It inspires
form.
you to higher dreams of like selling meth.
At best, you led that kid to a life of vigilantism in the future.
Beautiful. That's perfect. That
It'll
includes
become-
heroism.
I jumped a fucking car. Where does he get up? Like, let's beat up criminals.
I didn't say
I mean, I
criminals.
get it,
I just said
but
vigilantism.
like-
He'll just beat up everyone.
Huh?
Everything's
That's not
possible now.
vigilantism, that's just being a fucking violent lunatic.
I'm gonna no.
Chocolate dropkick.
None of that was None of that was heroic. None of it.
Yes, it was.
It was not.
You say girls are to be fucking evil Knievel or some shit, but like
We're
this is,
heroes of our
like,
ages.
fucking random violence.
It's not.
I think the heroicism is that he survived that shit.
No, that's called luck. Matter of fact.
Uh,
No,
it's
we
not
get
luck.
to that. Heroism, no. Flat no from me. However, you get a point for success. Because you did
Yay!
achieve all or part of the goals you set out to accomplish. Up to
Yay!
and including jumping a camper van 5 stories into the air for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Sweet.
Because it was awesome.
Yeah.
That's a goal.
Did
You
you?
get a point for that.
Making a puka cry gets another point.
Another point. Danger. The character survived against harsh odds and grave dangers. Not really. Because the
Yes,
cops
they
were gone.
did.
Just jumped. We
Connor does not
jumped
count.
across a trailer park.
Billy doesn't count. He's part of your group.
Can everybody else besides me get a point of XP for that?
Also, I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm fair, I should deduct a point for wisdom. Because clearly, you put all of you back, Connor. Like, you detracted from the wisdom of the party by jumping a camper van for no reason. Nada.
Because it was awesome. I'd like to remind you what my threshold is. Or what my fucking antithesis is.
I know. I know. You get 1 point for success, and you get 1 point for wisdom. For
I'm just waiting until somebody like reads the issue frailty, and then this will get way worse.
you don't get a point for danger because you endangered each other, and I don't think that counts.
Damn it.
I don't. No, that would be gaming the system because then you could just like hunt each other with loaded weapons or something, and you would always get
God
that
damn
XP.
it, you're right.
And you would. That's the problem.
Boo.
You would do that.
We would.
But you do get 1 point for wisdom for, well, everything, including that stupid van.
Yeah.
Because wisdom does not have to be smart.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
It
so
just
that's
says-
That's the
4
truth.
points so far.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 points.
Yep. Just double checking.
All right, would this count as getting a 6 story out of this?
Oh yeah.
That depends. How much of a story can you make out of jumping the van?
Avoiding the
I didn't
cops
just
and
jump a
jumping the
van.
van.
I didn't just jump the van. We also dodged the cops. Rolled through an old building.
Found an opossum.
Found a possum.
Okay. Okay, you know what? The opossum alone is worth a story.
Yep.
I saw an opossum. It was cute. There you go, story. Everyone likes that. It's a good story too. Everyone likes it.
Make an entire fucking saga out of what did you name the possum?
It didn't have a name. Coops,
That
was
do you want
Martha
to name
Jr.
it? I think Coops named it something.
Martha
Yes,
Jr.
Martha.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so that's 4 XP.
An entire epic about Karen the possum.
Okay. Yeah. So that's 4 XP for everyone except Connor, and Connor gets 5.
Okay. That means everybody else but Connor's should. Well, never
You
mind.
should be at 9.
I am. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
And Connor should be at 11, I think.
I am a special boy. I feel so special.
Min-maxing little
I'm back.
Rick.
Hello.
I
We got
am not
4
min-maxing.
experience.
It's one of my fucking birthrights.
I know. I know.
Get off my dick.
Okay, so we have XP, we have everything else. And I hope you had fun today, and I'm going to stop the recording here.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
had a
fun.
good time.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya,
Bye.
nerds.